Alright.
Hypothetically, if I were to do something
Recording
for
has started,
Yeah.
so whatever you say now will be forever enshrined.
The FBI
No, I
will be
agree with
contacting you
Robert.
based on your statements.
Brad, for the recording, would you like to...
For the recording, I agree with Robert. Hypothetically, if I were to
No,
buy
he
you a
agrees with me.
gift...
I support the murder of the... I blatantly, fully, and unconditionally support murder. In general. Not even just this assassination, just in general.
Survival of the fittest. You heard it here, folks.
No.
All of our young, impressionable audience.
Okay. So we begin. Does anyone else have anything to say? Smart comments, news, personal or global?
Hey guys, I got a girlfriend.
Penis.
That's old news, bro.
I mean, it's new to me. I didn't have proof prior to this, so...
He showed you a picture of her at some point.
That's not proof.
It could have been AI.
Goes to a different school, guys.
That's not proof.
Okay.
Are you sure I'm
Not canon!
Brad, wake up. The schizophrenia.
This is
I
actually...
don't take meds.
No, it's the schizophrenia
What do
joke.
you think all of you guys are?
I'm
My
real.
imagination, obviously. I break into this house almost every week.
I'm real, okay?
Well, Gabe's real. He watched Attack on Titan with me, so I know he's real.
Wait, we did? I mean, yeah. Yes, we did.
Wait, you're right. I gotta give a better reason. Gabe introduced me to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
True! I did
So
that.
there's no way he is not real.
Yeah.
Because my subconscious would not have known the greatness to find it on my own.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Those aren't going to mean anything to you because it's a made-up weapon, unfortunately, in Monster Hunter. I'm sorry.
Hook, yank.
Yeah.
It's
Chain.
a hook, man. It's
All-
not that
Well, I mean, she's not going to recognize, like, the flow of it.
Oh, okay. Alright. I guess we'll begin then. Myth Divers, I once again welcome you to one of our sessions. Would anyone be willing to give a short recap over what we studied last? I believe
I
you
did it
were the
last
last
time,
one.
yes.
So we can continue to go counterclockwise.
Almost fell out of my chair. Okay, guys.
Or someone may volunteer.
Someone remind me where we started.
Maya can do it.
I should be able to go from there. I'm trying
I'm
to
sure
remember
she's
where
been
we
listening to all of them.
If you really wanted to do it, pull up the session recap on the
We
Just read the
started
caption.
in, like, the place with the text, in, like, the...
Controlled Chaos exits the abandoned mausoleum and attempts to rendezvous with the Blaze.
So after that, we played hide and seek a little bit, looking for the other group. We ended up finding, found the youngin' first, who's beaten and badly injured. He told us about how Charles was carried off and Xavier was fighting the turtle alligator. So Ward was outvoted, and we went to the turtle alligator, ended up saving Xavier and getting away. We tracked down the Narakuga over to where we believed that Charles was. We found him crucified.
He was stabbed in the chest.
We found him crucified. Some of the party started having a rough time, and then we started making our way back to home base,
Yeah,
more or less.
that more or less covers it. I have to say,
Did we pick up with Shannon? Because she ran, she
Shannon
bolted
fled.
too.
you do not know what happened to Shannon. She fled.
I couldn't remember if we met up with her when we left the jungle, because that's where we met back up with Adam and Xavier.
I have to say, Myth Divers, the story is not taking the turn I thought it would. We have yet to discover anything for our grander mystery, but I feel we are on the cusp of learning something important.
What happened to all of Xavier's death lags? What bad writing?
I thought... I guess, can I as a librarian talk
You would speak to the curator.
to the curator
Yeah.
and kind of to the table? Did we not start to, or maybe I didn't say this aloud, with the information we found in the Mausoleum, talking about a cataclysm that had happened before and might be prophesized to happen again, could that have been
Excellent point, Miss Diver.
shut off the magic the first time around?
Are you suggesting that was when the Horizon Thief struck to steal this world's magic?
It's a train of thought.
Curious.
It's the only lead that has any water.
Still water?
Anything to stand on is what I was trying to go for.
Noted. Or shall we begin without any further hesitations?
Okay. He picks up his dusty tome, you know the drill, opens a big...
This man
Dust.
adds dust to it while we're not looking.
He had like a bag of dust in his pocket. He just
No, it's just an old dusty tome, guys. Come on. Listen,
Fuck dust.
Listen, would you be more upset if I stopped doing the sound every time? I bet you would be.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
I'm not going to comment because you wouldn't like my answer.
Then we'll begin. Controlled chaos. You are just about to head back to Rainbow Basin, your base camp. Is there anything you would like to do before reaching?
Should probably get our story straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just make sure we're all on the same page. I said this to like Xavier and Adam as well.
They were traveling separately.
No.
How
They went
separately?
ahead of you, if you recall. They went ahead of you.
Okay.
So what's our story?
There's an incredibly dangerous monster to the north.
Right.
We can't possibly hope to fight or beat.
The turtle alligator.
I think it's just simple, blatant honesty, and hope they listen to us.
We don't mention the swirl if asked about. Although I do still have this electric egg, which might fetch for a pretty penny. We got all of our samples, but we're still deeming it not worth the risk.
We don't know what Shannon squawked about.
We don't mention the Mausoleum unless... or at all, right?
I think the Mausoleum is a great thing to bring up.
Really?
Yeah.
Talking about the prophecy. We ignored the door, though,
Yeah.
right? We agreed to that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't bring up the door.
Don't bring up the door, but just talk about the Mausoleum and how it was saying everything that was happening to a T, and assured us quite thoroughly that we cannot fight against it and we should run and leave.
Okay.
Any thoughts, Father? Mr. Sterling? Reggie? Withholding information? Changing the truth, maybe?
I'm all for it.
For what?
Withholding the truth.
Do you have anything to say when they're discussing being honest?
As long as you don't talk about the door. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You return back to your base camp, Rainbow Basin, just as the sun begins to set against the horizon. There is a stillness, a quiet tension in the air.
Before we continue, one more thing. Are we planning to bring up the Nargacuga might follow us back?
Yeah, probably. I
Okay.
don't see any reason why we shouldn't.
Just as more fuel as to we should get the fuck out of Dodge.
Mm.
I don't know what Dodge is, but felt right to say.
Fuck yourself.
Thank you.
Well, typically your guys' debriefs are in the morning. Do you want to talk to Olaf now, or do you want to wait?
We should probably talk to him now.
Considering Charles was lost.
Yeah.
We have his body, though. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should try to talk to him tonight. Or now, I guess. I don't know what time we're getting in.
You are just getting in as the sun begins to set.
Yeah, we should probably go talk now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a... What's like a proper procedure for like what to do with a corpse or of a expedition member?
You probably don't know, to be honest.
I wouldn't know an expedition member.
No one in your party has died as of yet, and no one has really told you of the protocol.
Who's carrying his corpse right now?
Old Scratch.
Old Scratch. I guess just cover it in a blanket and come in.
Yeah. We'll do so.
Okay. Well, you go to the financial headquarters, as you would, and the lights are off. No one appears to be inside at the moment. You know that up in the second floor, many people have their living quarters, and there are a few lights on up there. But whether it's up to you to disturb folks at this time of day, I
I slam on the door repeatedly.
don't know. you have the keys. You just...
Yeah.
Oh.
Lock it.
I go to slam on the door.
Yeah. All right.
If we want to wait on the debrief, I think it's worth making our presence known for Charles' sake.
I think we should just debrief anyways. I think it's an urgent enough matter.
Fair enough. We'll see what Olaf is willing to listen to.
You know where his quarters are.
Yeah.
Do you head there?
Yeah.
Do you bring the corpse inside?
No.
Okay, is anyone staying up?
I was assuming we were gonna leave Old Scratch with the corpse outside, but
One of us should stay.
Someone with the dog?
I mean, I can. The three of you guys want to go inside? Father, Reggie?
I can go outside.
You good?
Yeah, dude, my fucking tooth. I was like in the shower, and then all of a sudden, just like feels like my face is swollen.
I've offered to knock it out for what, 4 years now?
Whatever they said, I'm good with whatever.
I'll stay with Charles and
Okay.
see what belongings he still has.
He got pretty messed up. There's not much salvageable on him.
Okay.
When was the last time you saw your dentist?
Oh, I had a dentist appointment set up for this month, and they had to reschedule.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate.
Where
It
do
was
you
like
go for your
6 months
dentist?
ago. Hurlbutt Dentistry.
Well, as long as you got an appointment together.
I called earlier this week and got one next week, so
Wow. Okay.
they had a cancellation, to be fair, conveniently right before I called. But
Lucky you. Lucky you.
yeah, Cornhusker Family Dental, baby. It's
I know
actually
where that
really
is.
close to your
Yeah.
guys' house.
Okay. Well. So who's going with Oliver then?
All three of them?
Okay. You guys walk up to Olaf's room. You can hear the muffled sound of music inside.
as in like music that he is playing from an instrument himself, or that
There's no way to know.
there's a, okay, there's a way to know, but
Are there record players?
Yeah.
I guess I'll knock on the door.
No response.
I'll just knock a little bit louder after like.
You hear some shuffling sounds inside, the sound of a record scratch as the music stops, and then heavy footsteps sort of lumbering towards the door. Olaf opens the door, clearly dressed in his nightgown and a nightcap.
Night gets
Does he have a candle on his side?
He's an old man. He's an old man.
Don't care. He's
And
got a job.
In one hand, he has like one of those old like candle holders, and the other he's nursing a bottle of some dark liquid.
Scrooge looking ass.
What are you needing at this hour?
I know we normally give our reports to you in the mornings, but we have an urgent matter we need to tell you about and have discussed immediately.
Roll persuasion.
Should he get advantage considering only 3 of the party members are there? Maybe he thinks I'm dead.
This is not a good check.
You want some chips?
Natural 20 for 23.
He looks at all 3 of you up and down, the mud and blood splattered on your clothing. Still wearing your combat gear too. He goes, "Give me 15 minutes. We meet in my office. You can wait on the benches outside."
All right.
He
What is the process and proper procedures to do with an expedition member's corpse?
There is a long, almost like pregnant pause as you can hear him like mulling over in silence what you just implied, and he says, "Send
No, I think I need my wisdom teeth removed.
someone to materials. Matt will tell you what to do. He is still up. Or he should still be working his shift." Then he closes the door.
Matt works 16-hour days.
Matt works like the second or third shift.
Have we
Because-
just never interacted with whoever's first shift?
Yeah, because you're always geared up like the night before, aren't you?
As usually. That's fair.
Well, both guys just happen to be named Matt and have the same personality. We're 2 different guys.
They're twins, and their parents just didn't want twins, so they named them both Matt.
Actually, the first shift Matt is a well mannered citizen, and the second third shift Matt is the gross womanizer, you know.
That's second shift Matt for you.
Oh, Matty, oh boy.
You know, that's what they called me in high school. Second shift Matt.
What?
I remember it. I was there. I started it.
Yeah.
Brad, can you open this?
Oh, poor
No,
baby.
dude, it's fucking on
Can't
there.
get his drinky open. Did you run under hot water?
No. Okay, I just
Did
need
you
to
try
get it
turning it
up, I
on and
guess.
off again?
You gonna take a little.
Yeah,
take a
Brad,
little.
Brad, just take
Go for
Take
it.
a little tax.
Give a shit.
Take a little.
Papa tax.
The dad tax.
Papa Brad.
Okay, what's the move game?
Vanilla's easy to drink, though.
I'll head back outside and report to you real quick. I'm sure you want to keep. You seem like you have quite a bit of desire in how you want this story to be framed, so I recommend you come with us. We can just drop the corpse off with Matt, apparently.
Okay. Let's go do that quick. I would like to, while they were inside, I know not much of his stuff was recoverable. Any notes, any like text, writings, drawings, anything.
Nothing of that sort, but you find like a golden watch with his initials inscribed on it and what appears to be like
Oh, it's gonna be a family photo.
like a photo inside
It's just himself smiling.
of
giving a big
him
thumbs
and
up.
some girl you've never met.
I will take the watch and I will put it on.
Okay.
Gonna put it on. Jesus.
I'm going to carry Charles with me.
Pilfering, huh?
Regardless of how it's perceived in Ward's mind, he is
It's a dog tag.
He's carrying on Charles.
You go over to materials. Matt seems almost asleep at the desk. He perks up once he sees you all, and he opens his mouth to say something smarmy, but he instantly clocks.
It's
that-
not smarmy time.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, are you here to yeah. I'll take care of the paperwork."
We have materials that we'll get to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't want to fess with it tonight.
He looks down and then looks up. He opens his mouth to say something and then looks down. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. And I like pat him on the back.
Yeah.
Mosey back.
Back to Olaf's office. You enter inside. The door is already open. He's wearing clothes now. He still has like an evening robe on over his soldier's clothes, but
Motherfucker cold.
he is using his hot plate to heat up some liquid, and he's offering it all to you.
I accept a glass.
Coffee?
Can I tell where he keeps his liquor?
Oh wait, no, I
Yeah,
can't
it's a
do
cabinet
coffee.
behind your
Yeah.
desk.
Okay.
I can't do coffee.
Coffee?
I'll take it.
Yeah, liquor.
After the coffee, yes. He pours you a glass of coffee. Motions to you, Oliver, father. You want some drink?
No,
I'll take coffee, sure.
Pours you some coffee.
Got some whiskey if anybody wants it.
Gladly.
Pours you a shot glass.
Instantly.
He doesn't put the bottle away. He sets it on the counter, corks it, settles in. What did you need to tell me?
My personal recommendation of our next course of action, and I'm sure you will have questions about this, is that we evacuate and leave the island immediately.
He almost half snorts because he's got some liquor stuck in his beard. He sets down the glass.
Okay. Oliver, I need you to start from the beginning, okay? Context.
All right. I will give my justification though. There are two insurmountable forces blocking progress and the ability to live in general on the island, especially toward the northern side.
Oliver, if you are speaking of the plague that has been sweeping, we are aware, but you're a good kid, all right? But I need you to give me
Yes,
the information.
I am starting with the broad
you
and
need to lead with
specifying.
it. No, you need to.
There is a Magniacrus variant that is capable of devastating everyone.
Look, this is. Okay. This is not for you to decide. This is not for me to decide either, alright? This is first rock business. Why don't you just start from the beginning and tell me what happened?
Like you said, there's the Magniacrus that
Well, let's start from the beginning. I think, like, straight up. Mission,
First of all,
mission
did
report.
you get the samples? Geologic, blood?
yes.
Okay. So then,
Because I got the blood samples from Xavier. Yeah. So yes, I have all of the samples.
okay. I suppose now is also a good time, and he opens a drawer on his desk and pulls out a piece of paper. I have salience testimony here as well. Why don't we cross-corroborate in the dry pit timeline? What happened?
Quite interested to hear what she had to say as she fled from her comrades as they were ripped to shreds by this Magniacrus, or however you pronounce it.
In short, she told us that the party was scattered and that she fled because she was carrying valuable materials. Yes. There is not much, she does not have much ground to stand on. Whatever she said, we don't believe all of it, but can you...
So,
Okay, there is a monster.
Okay.
What is the monster?
is Oliver's referred to it as a Magniacrus, is like an alligator the size of a boat, a large warship.
Okay.
We are not qualified to deal with it, and it is a major threat.
What can you... We have a lot of people at this base camp. What is special about these monsters that it cannot be stopped? We have harpoons, we have cannons.
Xavier is quite confident we could not. If the entire camp banded together, we could not defeat it. And he is who I am willing to trust more than anyone else.
I'm hearing a lot of hearsay. Can you just tell me what it is?
It is a what I've said. It is a magnetic variant of a Magniacrus. It has the ability to push and pull metals, to wipe out presumably entire structures.
We could not scratch it.
Okay. And then what? Did this thing kill someone?
No, the Nargacuga as well. Yes, I will get to that. If you recall, there was a Nargacuga that we had encountered back towards the
Like 2 weeks ago.
I remember, I have the
last-
reports.
Yes. That Nargacuga seemed to have directly followed a presence to the northern areas.
You are sure it is the same one?
exactly
And it
This-
followed you?
the
Had the
exact same
same
wounds.
had the scar on its stomach for my dragon piercer. It is the one that got Charles.
And you came here. This thing is dead?
No.
And you came here?
We do not know where it is.
Okay.
Then what?
It got Charles and strung him up on a tree.
What do you mean strung him up?
It impaled him
Like a person?
on a branch.
Like a person would? Like
Yes.
calculated?
This is starting to reach into the realm beyond me, but from my brief observations, it seems that infested creatures, once they have been infested long enough or it has gotten to a certain degree, seem to take a course of action that is more unified or driven to one's behavior, which is to scare people away and to kill intruders. It is actively the Nargacuga is actively sending a message as far as my best interpretation of its actions is, which is leave. Additionally, we found a sort of mausoleum, ruins from an ancient civilization, that explicitly described in detail the disease that we have encountered here, and that it is an unstoppable force that we should not have even interacted with in the first place, and that it recommends to leave.
Midway through the statement you just gave, when you were observing Olaf's body language, you could kind of tell that he stopped engaging with what you said about halfway through. He started to kind of look you up and down and size you up, and he narrows his eyes and he says, "Oliver, are you feeling all right?"
I believe so, yeah.
Or his ice body?
No.
I
Oh, are Oliver's or Olaf's?
Oliver's.
Do you look?
Yes.
Like just suddenly, like in front of
Well,
everybody?
maybe not like. But if Olaf is asking, I would like look at him.
I'm confident in the soundness of my mind and body.
I would like to, since I'm talking, or been talking, how's Olaf doing?
He seems tired. Like you just dragged him out of his
Right.
room in the middle of the night.
But like eyes clouded?
He's fine.
Okay.
He's nurturing his bottled and cooked drinks constantly.
I'm gonna like stand up and go pour myself another shot and then come sit back down.
He like makes me eye contact with you. Reggie, make a perception check.
Yeah, hold on. I haven't actually pulled anything out yet from D&D.
Insane. I've been infested. I'm here just to scare everyone off the island. Ooga booga.
I have something after this
You're
check.
just like from what is it, Scooby-Doo?
Oh, we're gonna have her go
Yeah,
for it.
sorry.
Fine, okay, you know, just kidding.
Oh man, I didn't roll well though.
Womp womp.
That's a 2. I have a minus
What's
1.
what? 2 by 1!
I got a 3 minus 1.
Unfortunately, Reggie, it is impossible to tell from this angle without giving away your intentions.
Oliver, hold still. Let me look at your eyes.
Which you don't think would support your party's stand.
No. It would make him look sus.
Olaf looks at you. He kind of sits back, swishes the drink in his cup in a circle, and he sits down and he says, "Listen, what you are telling me is that there is a plague and that there is a monster, and that some of a party that was close to you has died. But what I am hearing is that you want us to move these millions that we have entrenched in this project because of a problem that we already know about and are in the process of dealing with in a couple of monsters."
I believe it is more... I know exactly what I'm implying and telling you and exactly what it means for me and my livelihood. But the problems I believe to be surmountable, and I was very cooperative and enthusiastic about helping fix it, they look insurmountable now.
Listen, Oliver, you are a good kid. I like you. I don't know, but I've been trying to guide you. And it is my opinion that you should get some rest, have a careful think about this, and we can reconvene in the morning once you're feeling better.
I'd appreciate you not talk down to me, sir.
I
am not talking down to you, Oliver. I am trying to suggest a rational course of outcome. Something this important is going to have to be discussed with the Colonel.
I'm aware.
And if you want to talk to him, he's going to wait until the morning.
We thought it best to come to you initially.
And
to have a story out there.
He nods approvingly. I am grateful for that trust. That is why we have this deal. Yes, we help each other. I help you, you help me. This is how business has been good. But I think it is important that we all put some space between ourselves and today's events, and we can come back at it with a clear mind tomorrow.
We are not entirely saying we need to leave at this very moment. We are trying to get across that especially this plague is more dangerous than initially thought, and it needs to be handled delicately.
I am getting that message, but something that you need to consider is that if this plague is as serious as you say, then we cannot leave. We are risking bringing such a threat back to the homeland. It has to stay here, whether
So-
it's dealt with or not.
If nothing else, that information should be at least considered to be sent back to not have more people brought here. And I'm going to produce the relic that I found, the smaller piece. I've dedicated my life to studying this culture and others, and it is very rare that finding a declaration of destruction such as this has been wrong.
Can you elaborate on what you're implying?
From what we found, it talked about a plague like this happening before that was not able to be dealt with. So I'm advising severe caution because I do not know that we are going to be qualified to deal with this. Abandoning all hope may not be the best move right now, but we should not be bringing in more people.
Whether or not we are qualified to deal with this, it is what is happening.
Correct, and we are trying to alert you of it and its severity. That's just all.
Listen, I do not want you to think I'm talking down to you, okay? I am just saying that I think that you guys could take some time to rest and think these things over. And I have some paperwork to do, and if what you're saying is true, we have to put some more guards up around Rainbow Basin. Because if this thing is following you and you come back to camp, need I say?
I do not know if it will attack the camp. I think more guards would be smart, but because we had returned to camp before and it did not strike, this thing seems too intelligent for its own good and not willing to make such a risky play.
When we are playing with people's lives on this scale...
No, I'm agreeing with you. We should have more guards.
Okay.
I'm trying to calm you down by that statement.
Olaf has been perfectly calm.
Reassure you.
Okay. I will come up with some paperwork. Why don't you guys come together to tell this case in a cohesive manner, and we can bring it up to the Colonel tomorrow. Does it sound like a plan?
I put my hand on Oliver's shoulder and say, sounds good.
I would also like to speak to Xavier and Adam during this time. He gets up and pours himself a rather large cup of coffee.
They may want to wait until morning. They were both in very rough shape.
I understand that, but
Just a heads up.
we need to know this information before we present to the Colonel. You know what he is like. He's only going to listen to us once.
He's not going to listen to a word I say, so I hope y'all are ready to talk.
Oh, and do not forget, if you have the samples on you, you should submit them now, of course. We will handle your payment tomorrow.
Alright.
He clears his throat, expectantly.
I'm going to take another shot before I leave.
Submit the samples to me.
Oh. I pull out the two.
I thought you
grapes.
meant to materials. Would
No.
that not be where it goes?
It would be, but because we are presenting a case, I want to have everything.
I pull out both sample kits.
And he takes them.
I also, I pull up both sample kits and will pull out a piece of paper and write down for myself exactly what was given to him.
Yes. And he just silently watches you.
I'll stand up and leave.
We head out. Or yes, I follow.
Father, a moment please of your time. All I have you here, I hope you do not mind. We are assigning Shannon to you for counseling. Because of the situation, we cannot be sending her away, but we cannot be exactly having her around to give away company secrets, yes?
Fair enough.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
You already have someone under your...
That's fine. The more the merrier.
Another cult member added. Collecting them like Pokemon.
Achievement unlocked.
Group therapy.
Before I forget, Reggie,
Or group indoctrination.
your fellow engineer wants to talk to you. It
Which
can
one?
wait though.
Who do you think?
I don't.
But it can wait. Just before I forgot. Alright,
Thank you, Olaf.
he nods. Pulls out a long pen and begins a long night of paperwork. You guys convene to your quarters individually together.
Group talk first.
Question. Would I mention the word Magniacrus or the creature and called it a variant? Did he seem to have any recognition of the Magniacrus name or anything? He's a former hunter, so I don't know whether he would.
He didn't seem surprised.
Okay.
You don't know if it's because Shannon told him, if he just didn't care, if he's already experienced. It's hard to say.
Okay.
Why do I trust Olaf a little less after that conversation? I say it out loud. Once we were all a decent ways away,
I thought we could trust him, but I fear his incompetence or his greed might block our way.
I think it's more the latter than the former.
I was going to suggest we sabotage the sample kit, but it seems that I think he foresaw that outcome. I think we're gonna have a very rough time posing our case when we took time out of our day, out of our mission to ensure that we got such excellent samples.
If more people go out and die, it's by their own choosing, I guess. As long as we do our part to warn them.
That's no moral defense.
It's
They
not.
die.
It's not, but there's only so much pull that we have.
There are always more drastic measures.
True.
Brother Reggie, thoughts? Trustworthiness of this man?
You can check over Oliver
I think
now.
Olaf knows more than he's letting on, but that doesn't mean we need to know it.
I'm gonna look over Oliver.
Oliver seems completely fine to you.
Okay. Like, just now that we're talking face to face.
No symptoms at all.
Okay. So I was like, I didn't see anything. Olaf pointed it out, but I don't fully trust him.
Do I catch him looking me over?
It's more of like I'm looking at your eyes while we're
He's looking
talking.
deeply into your eyes.
Right in my soul.
I'm taking note while making eye contact and talking to you. I'm not like
His behavior
fully
is
scanning
no
it.
different than unless you had like you can see one or like an insight check or something.
I just need to know whether I should take blatant offense to it or not.
I'm making eye contact, so if you're offended by that,
He's making eye contact and he leans in a little closer.
Wow, there's an infestation going around. I can't.
hey, you know I only have feelings for father.
All right, gang. What's the plan? Just turn in for the night. More conspiring.
I'm I'm on a long smoke break.
Yeah.
The biologist is at First Rock, correct?
Professor?
Yeah, the professor.
Professor is still in Rainbow Basin because he's being counseled by yours truly.
I thought he was working on a cure actively.
Oh yeah, under supervision
I
at
see.
Rainbow Basin.
I thought that it was at First Rock. Never mind.
Well, as far as the administration believes, to your knowledge, they believe it's localized to Rainbow Basin.
I'm gonna go check in on him.
For the professor?
Yes. I do not know where his living quarters are. I will invade them. I will invade his space.
Can someone remind me what he sounds like?
An asshole.
Ah, he's the French person,
A
yes.
dumbass.
Of course. So, you locate the currently being constructed med bay, I believe is what I have it called. Yes. Under pretty burnt candlelight in a half-constructed building, you find Professor Nissell, chained actually to the table that he's working on, by a pretty long chain, but chained nonetheless. Have you come to mock me?
No, I've come to make sure you redouble your efforts. The infection is present across the whole island.
Yes. This is not news to me. I've been saying this the whole time, yes?
No, but what we do know is that the infection has been a presence here for. Did Ward ever say how old the ruins were? Or how has he ever given an estimation on how ancient it is? A very long time. We found a mausoleum to describe the disease explicitly, and said that there was no hope against it, and that we should abandon the island immediately.
A long dormant disease, triggered once again by an unknown event. Yes, it would make sense, but it begs the question: what has caused the resurgence?
I'm here to ask for any information you have regarding the behavior itself of the disease. Any other symptoms, behavioral changes.
Why don't you come and take a look? The egg, yes, you remember?
Yes.
And he shows you the Baroth egg, which has developed a kind of sickly green-gray pallor to it. And he holds up a torch behind it. You can see something worm-like, kind of squirming and wriggling, silhouetted against the light of the egg. Well, I know for sure now that it is not microscopic. It is a parasite of macroscopic origin. It populates the lungs, but it acts so much like a virus. Such a strange conundrum.
Could these parasites communicate with each other?
It is possible. Smell pheromones, perhaps? Chemicals?
Psychic powers.
Hardly.
Oh, I'm not here.
Oh.
I'm smoking outside.
The parasites, I believe, have an enhanced intelligence, or at least more complex goals than simply animalistic or survival.
What is your evidence for this?
Do you remember the Narcocuga that we escaped from?
Yes, I remember.
How could I forget?
He says, very little red in the face.
It has developed a very deliberate behavior, intimidation, blatant, almost ritualistic murder.
I would advise you not to read too deeply into what you are observing. There is, how do I say this? Cordyceps fungus. It is a mushroom. Infects the mind of an ant. Makes it climb to high places, so when the fungus blooms, the spores spread farther. But it is something to say that the fungus itself is not intelligent. It has a pre-patterned behavior it is following. Do not confuse one thing with another. Perhaps what you think is intelligence is merely instinct.
What about deliberate observance and tracking of certain individuals?
I don't know. It is hard to say. I have barely been able to observe a live subject too dangerous. Plus any motion through the chain. I have not been able to go anywhere. Get under a rock and key like an animal. He spits.
If I was there, I'd say it's better than the cage you were in earlier. cage that Reggie used
How-
to make a
How
rocket.
nestled into the center of Rainbow Basin? Is it like on the outskirts or is
It's
it
on the outskirts. They know that whatever is going on here, they don't want anywhere close to where people are living.
This man's gonna be the first killed by the Nargacuga invasion.
That's my exact. I don't know. Well, okay. I'm more confident about warning it, about thinking about it now because Olaf specifically talked about it. So I'm considering giving this guy an escape route.
Is anyone else here? Father, Reggie?
I would have had to. Well, no, I would have stuck with Oliver.
I'm
Okay.
going through Charles' shit.
I'll get that in a second.
That's fine. Come with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you have anything to say at this moment, Reggie?
What was the last thing you said?
I'm stuck here, can't go anywhere, cage like the animal spits on the ground.
I just hit his cage.
You would say what?
I just hit his cage. He's being an ass.
He's chained.
Chained to a
Chained
table.
to-
Oh, he's chained. I thought you said cage.
Like he said, I'm caged like an animal.
Oh, he's caged like an animal, but he's not really caged.
Punch
Okay.
him.
He's less caged than when he was with us. For the record, we carried this man around in a wooden cage. He was trying
He's
to
the
kill
worst.
us. He's not great.
Like, is he plagued or?
Yeah, he's both invested and also the
An
worst.
asshole.
Just the worst.
He was trying to experiment on people.
He's French. So.
How's he not dead yet?
He's
Yes,
our
but
only
beheaded
hope at a
yet.
cure.
Yeah, knocked out, didn't he?
Yeah, Reggie knocked
Like,
him out, I think,
multiple
twice.
times, Yeah.
If I loosened your leash,
Oh, should I? Okay.
Reggie. What are we thinking, Reggie? What are we cooking?
You know, there's a lot that can be taken away and you can still work, right?
What are you playing? He says, backing away towards the table.
Reggie's gonna cut off his hand, so
Well, I was
he's no
thinking
longer
his
shaved.
tongue, but
Jesus. How is
he
he
doesn't
gonna
need his
explain?
hands
to
to
be
do
clear,
science.
I was not
He just needs
implying
to make
any of
it.
that.
He
I
doesn't
was
need to
simply-
explain anything.
He sort of shakily reaches behind himself and he says, you know, you need me. I am the only person capable of developing the cure, yes? No other
We
biologist.
need your brain. And your hands.
If I were to say,
It's a lot easier to keep you in one spot if you don't have legs.
His arm tenses. His arm tenses and he says, somewhat shockingly, you know, Reggie, you're right, I have very little to lose at this point. I have very little to lose at this point. Who's to say I have to work at all?
I was not going to go down that route, personally, Professor. I was going to suggest.
Oh, Professor, you're better than I know.
I don't know his name. I'll be
Maybe he
honest.
feels more
Nissell,
agreeable
Professor
now.
We did not know his name was Nissell, only Professor.
I have said it on multiple occasions.
You said,
Me
but
when I don't listen to Gabe.
if I were to loosen your freedom slightly, both in interest of your survival and your ability to work, can you guarantee with absolute certainty your productivity would not be altered in any way?
I cannot guarantee anything, but if you
Your efforts, at least.
got the blood samples, like was required of you, and I were allowed to work in perhaps a more comfortable face shine, then I would certainly be more agreeable.
Businessman trying to make any transactions possible. I respect it. As someone who does that in the real world, I respect it.
He kind of tilts his head down a little bit so he's staring at you from under his brow, and with more spine than you thought was present in this kind of spindly man's body, he says, look, I am working for my own survival as well. There's not much more you can convince me to do.
How taut is the chain between him and the?
It's like a 30-foot long chain.
Okay.
He's got enough room to move around in his lab. And
I was wondering how taut it is, like presently. Like, how far away is it from the table? Is it just at the table?
what do you mean?
Could like, never mind. I was going to somewhat dramatically cut, like, straight up, like sever his chain.
With
So
what?
my hook, my weapon.
There's metal.
Yeah, I can surely. It surely is not a thick chain link. It is not a very thick chain link. It is more like a dog leash.
That's true.
Yeah. It is surely something that is.
If you want to dramatically cut his
If
thing.
he tries to do this, I would stop him.
Okay. Are you trying to do this?
Yes.
I would stop him.
In what manner?
Well, if I see him, I would hand on the chest and be like, "We're gonna go through the proper channels. That is not within your authority, Oliver."
Response?
Authority here has proven itself more useless than I thought. If things had gone differently tonight, I would consider it, but every hour here matters. And if there's any risk of him dying or simply losing motivation or simply choosing not to work, I'd rather not take that.
I can help you, you know. If you want to be the first ones to get the cure.
I don't need any guarantee like that. I just need a cure to be there.
Well, I'm certainly trying my hardest to do it. It would be better if I were a little more comfortable. But if you have nothing else to offer to me, I wish to work.
I'm going to do it.
What is the thought process behind breaking the chain of dream?
The Oliver's real motivation here is he that since Olaf is worried about an Nargahug attack, he's also worried about it, and being at the edge of the camp, our only hope at a cure is being chained to a table is extremely prone to die.
Do you voice this concern?
Not out loud.
Okay.
No.
Okay, fine. I leave Oliver.
You leave? Like, you just turn around and leave, or do you say anything? Do you,
No, I don't say anything.
I am certainly not going to tell the professor of this risk or why I'm doing this, because I'm not going to give him any more information than he needs. I'm simply going to butter him up and offer him something else he thinks I want.
The professor nervously glances over your shoulder as Reggie turns to leave, and he says, "I don't think your friend is agreeing with you."
But it's happening anyways.
You break the chain. Chink! With a powerful slash, the relatively weak links give way. He kind of rubs his arm as the weight kind of lessens.
That shackle, I'm assuming he's got a
Yeah.
shackle, that stays on for now.
Because I don't have a way to remove it without removing your hand.
You are strange. Unpredictable.
I think I'm finding that out about myself right now. But know that from what I have seen of the infestation, and I'm sure of what you have found out about it, if you are to abandon this, or try and run, or try and develop a cure on your own, the infestation will be the worst possible death for you. I know it is not a death you want to experience.
The professor puts down the knife that he had been clutching behind his back. And he says, without looking at you, "Look, you cannot really scare me at this point. I'm already a dead man anyway, so I appreciate the extra comfort at least. And if you find yourself feeling certain symptoms, I recommend that you wrap up any business you think is unfinished. In the meantime, if you could get the blood samples to me, appreciate it." And he goes back to wherever he was.
At that mention, I will at least, Olaf has both sets of samples, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll head back to his office, but I'll let everyone else should do their stuff first.
Ward and Father, you are picking your way carefully through the archaeological grounds to Charles's little section.
Cole, I hope you're ready to talk, because I got shit for you. So, once we get to camp, first I'm going to offer you a cigarette. More for me.
Denise?
Get it?
More for me. I'm curious. I want to look through Charles's stuff and see if he has any information on this eclipse or this door. For some weird reason, I'm getting more interested in your side of this perspective than I previously was.
You gross. Why?
I'm not going to complain about that. I'm also not going to tell you to not search his body.
I already did.
Oh.
As I slide my sleeve down to show his watch.
Oh.
Nice piece, bro.
We don't have dog tags in this line of work. but it's something similar. And I'll roll up my sleeve. I assume you did when you were more of a soldier than a humble priest.
Yes, I understand and respect that.
But he didn't have anything else on his person, and I don't think we had time to look for his other belongings while we were out in the field, so I'm curious to see if he has anything here. He seemed to, at least from what I could interpret, have some belief that this eclipse was part of what all this stuff was going down. Not normally a superstitious person, but with everything we've seen over the last few weeks. How are you doing, by the way?
Oh, I'm fine. You know, the monster talking to me thing doesn't even bother me anymore.
How was
Worse things are bothering me now.
How was eating mud?
You didn't realize he was watching you during that, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to me. Father, it's not worth it. We both want to come out of this alive.
It was something to do with the illness. I thought it was water.
Did you think anything else?
Did I think anything else? No, I was just like, holy shit, I'm thirsty.
Well, you saw some stars in the water. I say that with a less, emphasis. You saw, like, starlight, the night sky reflected in the water. You know, like you do every night.
Starlight, you say?
Did Father tell Ward about his dream, the one where I was in it?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you think this has any ties to the crazy dreams you've been having?
The visions, yes. The drinking mud, no.
Okay. Because I guess if you're, a warrior sent by God, and I'm in your fucking visions, I'd like to have a better idea of what's going on to try and be best prepared. So if you have more, I'd appreciate learning it.
As of right now, I don't have any extra information to give you. I am sure I will have more visions tonight in my sleep. In the morning, we can reconvene and I can explain them to you.
I don't know how these visions work, but if you can try and think about the apocalypse we saw on the tapestries, maybe get some answers there.
Think really hard about what that third,
Yeah, what that third image was. That'd be great. But
I'll keep you informed.
I appreciate it. Charles, have anything?
You walk through his little laboratory he had set up. Everything is just as it was, stopped mid-project, as if he was planning to come back. A plate of food has even been left out half-eaten on a tabletop. But now these are just empty things. Decorations upon the room that will be his funeral. He's got lots of notes strewn about, in a scattered fashion. He was not really a focused person.
I'm going to trash the food, and then I'll make a comment to you. I'll go through his notes tomorrow, or the day after when I have more time. Is this telescope still set up?
It is.
I would like to take a look.
Oh,
It is fixed towards a spot in the night sky.
are these those chocolate mints?
Where you are now,
Hell yeah.
you can see that the moon is just past the center point, as if it is fixed on a path that has not yet arrived.
I do not move it or adjust it or anything.
Got it.
Very carefully,
Don't
like
trip into it.
hands behind back. I just want to look and then make a mental note. Alright.
Do you all turn in for the night?
I sent you a message earlier.
What was that?
I sent you a message.
Oh, you sent me. What is it? Message?
Is that not what it is? How
Okay.
is that not what it is?
Shut up.
Um.
Fine. It's a snowman.
Hit me with an name.
I want you to clarify something for me, Reggie.
Reggie.
Throw the mountain.
Did you just say your name like a Pokemon?
Hey,
Reggie.
Why did we do it like a
Ward might be
Pokemon?
converted.
Check your. I'm good.
So
Check your Discord, please.
Check your Discord.
Check your Discord now.
so minty,
Yeah, Armin's.
crazy. On Wednesday, my buddy's wife made mint or rufflemint pudding shots. So it was like mint pudding with a lot of alcohol in it, and it was so good.
That sounds fantastic.
I think Jane had like 2, and I had like 5. They were great. Yeah, just chocolate mint pudding with
Alright.
a lot of liquor in it.
I'm going to use the bathroom very quickly.
Okay.
Go piss, girl.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Go piss.
Thank you.
Man,
Girl, get it right.
Jane makes me say it every time she goes to the bathroom, so.
Fine.
Bruh.
Like, she will, like, actively, like, get up and stop and just wait.
Say the line.
Exactly, pretty much.
Say the line, Bart.
I am in so much physical pain right now from the gym.
Oh, that meant for
lame.
me too. They're like, damn, that bad?
He gave so
this is
much
pretty
head this
bad, too.
afternoon.
Dude, my like whole body hurts. We did
Can you open up that packet, by the way?
we do this like lat pull down machine, and I did 2 45s and a 25.
Solid.
And
That's a lot.
And then
You
we
know
did
something's about to happen because Gabe's got to think while he pees.
and then we did a drop set.
Did you kill the professor?
I didn't do anything.
Where I had a 45, 2 25s, and a 10. I ended up doing like 8 to 10 of each of those. That shit sucked.
I've been fucking slacking
And then we did rear delt.
Do you ever peek at the sides of cards at the side of it to?
sometimes.
I did rear delt, and then I did a drop set from 85 down
Why are
to
you
10.
looking at me?
Because something big's
Nothing
about
else to do.
happen.
Alright, chief.
We're about to get attacked.
Bye.
Nargacuda.
Norgalorg?
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, you had to pee. Something big's gonna happen.
Or I just
He's been wanting
drink a
us.
glass of water.
Gabe,
No.
Gabe self-consistently happens after you pee.
Gabe's been wanting us to go head
gotta
on
go have a think
against
pee,
this Nargacuga
you know?
since like the first session, so.
Go think, piss.
It is now the morning.
Go piss and think.
For a rare occasion,
Oh, did I not get to do my talk with Olaf?
his door is locked.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Nice try.
Womp womp.
Nice try, bud.
Ooh, hit him with that bud.
Okay. Like I said, it is now the next morning. Uncharacteristically of the Stormy Isles, it is sunny today, as if the world itself seems unaware to what transpired yesterday and last night. You step out into the base camp, Rainbow Basin, and things feel a bit more militant than usual. The beginnings of some barricades are beginning to be constructed at the edges of the camp, and there are a few more people with armor and weapons walking around. Granted, the staff of this camp have slowly been shrinking, and that does not change anything. There are not quite as many as you would like to feel safe, but there are still a few guards strewn about.
Do we meet up at Olaf's? Or do we want to get all our selling out of the way first?
We should get our materials turned in first.
To Matt, I have so many things.
It's the morning. This is not Matt's shift.
No, it's Matt 1.
You go to materials?
Yeah.
After you step inside the building, you're greeted by, "Hey!" It's Daisy.
That's right. That's right.
We should come back in the after.
Oh my god, guys!
Come back for shift 2. For
Are you still adventuring? Oh, you had to tell me all about it.
Sorry, we were just leaving.
What?
Alright, we'll deal with this afternoon when Matt is back.
Are you serious?
Matt works 2 to 10. I'm far more understanding of that.
He's also going to give us the bro prices.
Oh my god.
Daisy's
You're
not going to know what
terrible.
any of this is worth.
You don't think she's competent?
Yes.
No!
Okay. Well, what are we doing then, gang?
I'm going to show Daisy some wild shit, and she's going to be like, that's crazy! $4.
Alright, gang, what's the plan?
Take it or leave it.
Olaf, I guess.
Alright. You all go to financial headquarters. Reggie's already waiting for you at the door.
Morning, Reggie.
Morning.
Fucking Daisy's working, so I couldn't sell my shit yet. That girl don't know the difference between a rock and a gold
You know.
coin.
Maybe that means you can fool her. Or she might confer to an expert.
I'm gonna call Matt in early.
Myself.
I guess that's fair. You guys ready to go in? Or we want to talk a little first?
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, let's head in. The professor also, I'm going to have to ask Olaf for the blood samples because the professor needs them to develop a cure.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
You walk inside financial headquarters and make your way towards Olaf's office. You can hear muffled voices from inside.
No.
You don't want to eat? Okay.
I was going to ask him to tell what the voices were or what they were saying.
Do you want to?
Is it like,
Can I
is it like
rewind that?
argumentative or is it like just...
They sound a little raised.
Oh, then we'll listen.
Could I, just listen for like 5 seconds, and if it's interesting, we continue listening.
Can warden his all-seeing ears listening?
I don't understand how we're losing so many of these folks.
I don't know what to tell you, Colonel. I don't know what to tell you, Colonel. Xavier and Adam are requesting leave. What are we supposed to do? And then there's the matter of Shannon and intelligible.
Well, why can't they just work harder? I don't understand what the issue is.
I caused a lot of problems for this guy when we worked together last time, just so you're aware.
He blew up his work site.
Jeez.
You can't prove it.
Do you listen?
Allegedly.
Through self-admission.
Do you wait longer or do you knock?
Let's knock.
Okay.
There's no proof. And I will deny it to my grave.
Olaf turns to you and motions you in, where the Colonel promptly steps in front of him and says, come in, go ahead, take a seat, go ahead.
Where's the colonel positioned in this room?
He's basically sitting on Olaf's desk in your direction. So, quite literally overshadowing him. Olaf reaches for his liquor cabinet, looks at the Colonel, and then slowly shuts it.
No.
Can I make eye contact with
Yeah.
Olaf and just be just like...
Olaf kind of steeples his fingers and sinks his face into his hands.
Well, what's this I hear about a report of your last quest? Olaf here tells me that y'all gathered enough geological samples to tell me that the region's quite prospective.
We got everything that was there.
Nonsense. This land is rich and abundant with resources.
We had
Surely,
Not up north.
we had to try very hard to even get those samples in the first place.
well, that's not what Xavier and Adam said.
We had to try very hard.
Actually, no, let me
Literally.
rephrase that.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what Shannon said.
Motherfucker.
We had to search high and low for even a scrap of what we found.
Really? Well, I find that hard to believe.
That's okay.
But in regards to
My man! That's my man.
in regards to Xavier and Adam's blood samples that they collected,
Yes.
deliberately not including Shannon in that list.
And before you say anything else, let me just offer my condolences. Charlie was one of our best employees, and I'm very sad to see him go.
The professor requires his blood samples to continue working on a cure.
Oh yeah, we'll get him to him. He can wait.
I'm afraid it cannot. From how fast the infestation symptoms develop, I believe hours matter.
Olaf says very curtly, they'll be sent to him this morning. Oh, don't get your panties in a twist, Olaf. Come on. We're having a discussion here.
Where's the colonel's office? Is it at First Rock or?
He's at First Rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume he has guards out front, doesn't he?
Not today.
I could.
We killed the
Hold
colonel.
on, no. I've got a much more deliberately evil idea.
We kill him on the road back.
No.
Aw.
We have all our materials still because we have not turned them in. No, this is not be something I share. No.
Olaf has a very stern, don't try anything funny look on his face right now.
What if it just so happened that a colonel accidentally got infested through some shared drinks? But that's not something that Oliver would pitch or share, as that thought crosses his mind.
Well, I think we have a lot to discuss. I'm hearing that you all are having some apprehensions about Innovation Electric's mission.
The mission? No. The destination? Yes.
Well, I don't really see what the problem is.
What did Shannon tell you?
Well,
For
Shannon
the
said
record,
a few things that I'm not really at liberty to say, mostly because I signed an agreement.
okay, you don't have to answer. I'll speak freely then for everybody else in the room. I hope that what she mentioned included her sabotaging Adam's equipment.
Oh, for sure. Well, she didn't say it outright, but my friend Olaf here is very insightful, and we have gotten disciplinary actions lined up. Shannon will be taken care of, and she will not be seeing an inch of the profit we make. I assure you, you have nothing to be concerned or jealous about.
I'm some weird word choice.
Worrywart, can you keep your concerns to yourself? Well, the rest of us grown-ups have talk about more pressing matters.
While he's saying this, I am walking over to the liquor cabinet and grabbing a bottle. It's not worry so much, it's more advice that she not go on another expedition where she flees her colleagues and tampers with their equipment as I unpop the cork.
Don't worry, she has been reassigned. She is to help our trustworthiest professor on his disease research.
That is the worst place she could be put.
I assure you that they are both kept under constant watch and lock and key. And it is, in fact, the safest place for her to be because there is none of our technology or business plans for her to steal and send to her home company.
How much of this was by self-admission of her,
None of it.
So how did you know?
Well, I mean...
Insight checks. Really good insight checks.
Adam said that she done stole his equipment, and that's enough for me. And plus, she got them yeller eyes like them other folks that are from the other place, and we don't really trust them here.
But if I recall correctly...
He says with a wide, beaming smile.
If I recall correctly, I wanted Shannon's application to be denied, but you were the one who pushed it through.
Oh, well, yes, because her resume was quite impressive. Listen, Ollie, we all make mistakes, and I am willing to admit that some of you may have made some poor decisions.
Again, I'm okay with killing him and dying here today. Like, Ward hates this man so much.
What I have heard is that in our quest for superior technology, you have all discovered a new species of monster
capable of making and creating magnetism and electricity at will. I think this is a win-win.
I simply advise that you personally check out the monster before sending.
Worry Ward, I was planning to, because Olaf here has been telling me that someone has been mismanaging their personnel, and you've lost a bunch of your folks. So, I've got my guys over at Materials right now gearing up. Granted, we're still not planning an expedition for another week or so, but I want
You're
to
going
get...
along with.
Of course! What do you think I am?
You don't want me to say
Worry
that out
Ward,
loud.
I am a man of the people.
Since...
Do you hear that? It's my undying
I'm just imagining him like walking over to a record player and pressing play, and it's just like subtle applause. I'm a man of the people.
Do you hear that? That is a sound of doubt and faithlessness in me. And just in case you need me to explain it for you, there is nothing happening right now. It's silence. Everyone believes in me.
This bottle's half gone. I just wanted to be known. Ward picked up a full one, and it is half gone.
Granted, I understand that we're not going on another expedition probably for a week because y'all need to heal and rest and put your ambitions aside for the goodwill of the company. So, for this week, I will be closely monitoring all of your activities. My finger will be on the veritable pulse of this camp. I will be doing everything in my power to further the company's goals here. And I trust that we are all agreed that this is a good thing. Olaf says, well, actually, we are trying to discuss matters of the plague at hand. Oh, that old thing! Well, you got your guys working on it, and if you need any help, I can send guys from First Rock down here.
I think the help might be more appreciated if we went from Rainbow Basin, if everyone here went from Rainbow Basin back to First Rock.
What? That is, Olaf, what did you say you were doing? Quarantine. Yes, that would break quarantine.
And yet you're here.
Well, I
So
have
you're
not...
going to be here for the foreseeable future until a cure is found.
Worry,
Because you wouldn't want to take the cure back to First Rock.
Worry, you jumping to conclusions. I have not drank any of the water here. I'm perfectly safe.
We don't know that's not
Have you interacted
transferred
with
by
any
air.
people at all?
No.
Have you interacted with Olaf?
Yes.
Have you interacted with us?
Yes.
You're infested.
No. Listen, I spoke to Olaf, who has spoke to a couple guys who spoke to the professor, and he said that it is not airborne in the slightest. It is waterborne, and in that case, only through wound-to-wound contact, consumption of blood, or consumption of otherwise infested liquids like water, spittle, and or any other inclusive.
There seems to be a lot of miscommunication then.
No.
You see, when we spoke to the professor out in the field, he was greatly concerned that it was airborne and that all of us were already infested.
Well, I fear that when he was in the field, he was, if the reports I read were correct, naked, without gear, and probably malnourished. So I would not have put him... Also, in a cage. So I don't really think he may have been in the most sound. Father, you've been counseling this man. Would you say he is in a more sound state of mind now?
Yeah, you want to go ask him?
Yes, so case in point, he is more reasonable now.
Let's go ask him.
Oh, I don't think that's necessary.
I'll go ask him.
No, you need to
How
be
far
here.
away is he from here?
He's quite a walk.
It's like 5-minute walk.
Father,
This place is not huge.
Father, you are in your elder years. I worry for your constitution. Why don't you stay here?
Isn't he older than you?
Yes.
I worry.
Isn't the priest aren't you 40?
Yeah!
Father, the wages of war have aged you beyond belief.
I'm gonna put a pin in this conversation. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave.
Father, I would appreciate you staying.
Give me like 5 minutes.
Father, please.
Well, we're trying to figure out.
Father, this is not a point of contention.
It literally is.
It's not. The professor has given his word that it is only waterborne. The fluids, liquids, other kinds of kill yet. It is safe. Reasonable.
Well, I put my trust in my men because they serve me with utmost loyalty. Anyway,
Stupidity.
where was I? Yes!
opportunity for profit. I think that this creature I have dubbed the Magniacrus because of its excellent capabilities to manipulate and produce electricity and magnetic fields. I want this thing captured and on my desk pretty much as soon as it's safe to do so.
Excellent. Let us know when you get
Just
that
do
done.
like a Donald Trump thing.
Yes. These people, they will tell you this about the Magniacrus.
They say it's dangerous. I say it's not dangerous.
It's infested. They say I call him Little Infestation. Little Infestation.
Well, let us know when you get that caught.
Well,
Because it will not be
no.
done by our group.
Worry wart. I fear that you have misconstrued me for the third time this week.
It's been one day.
Anyway, Olaf has been telling me about how you are one of the only adventuring groups to have no casualties and a 100% success rate, which I think is just, in a word, profitable. So
we up our pay?
Yes,
Okay.
1,500 bombs, as is the deal.
No, you'll up it.
No. What? Why would I up it?
Well,
Because we're profitable.
Oh,
let us put.
Ollie, don't confuse profitable for irreplaceable. I've got about 3 squads of men waiting in first rock.
Then they'll
Excellent.
be happy to help.
They will deal with the Magniacrus.
Olaf says, quarantine.
They'll be happy to help.
Well, I
See,
reckon...
The issue with this Magniacrus is actually my arrows do not touch
hold
it
on,
because
hold
of this
on, hold on.
Okay, if you
Hey.
want to discuss compensation, we can get you guys a potluck down here.
No.
I
Let's discuss
threw
it
one
now.
of those last week.
Let's
A
discuss it
pizza
now.
party, perhaps.
No, let's discuss
Some
it now.
gift cards?
No. Unless the gift cards happen to be an extra 500 bonds each.
Well, if
for
you
the
think
record,
about it,
Oliver,
bonds are only spendable at the company.
Yeah, so how about an
we're
extra 500 bonds each? It shouldn't be a problem to provide.
Realistically,
we could
I'm not
probably
dealing with that
do-
I can't touch it.
We could probably do 500 more for the group. It's in the budget. That's in the budget.
And now,
It is a
here-
bummer that we are not equipped to deal with this
Yeah.
Magniacrus.
Oh!
My secondary question, how do you plan to harm it?
What do you mean?
If it is immune to all metallic weaponry, which is
Oh,
the entire basis of our...
Ollie, you misheard me. I said capture. CAPTER, capture.
How do you plan to restrain it?
With a net, probably.
How do you plan to construct that net?
Well, I got some guys working on a net right now.
How big
How do you
is the
plan?
net?
How do you plan to sedate it?
We got some sleeping salts. Daisy said that we got about a bajillion sleeping salts.
How big's this net they're making?
I would reckon it's about the size of 3 guys.
It might need to be the size of the, you know the boat we traveled here on.
Yeah.
It needs to be that size.
Oh, okay. So like 6 guys, or like stacked on top of each other. Like
Okay, so what you're thinking is like the 2 U's or
Yeah.
6 guys, or what we need.
Oh, so you mean like 6 by 6 guys?
I think what we need.
Okay, so not a net.
Imagine instead of 6 guys,
Oh,
100 U's.
I had a great idea. What if instead we got a trebuchet? You guys like trebuchets, don't you?
We're
I do
not
not know what that
qualified
is.
to run one. Or
A
transport
trebuchet
one.
is a kind of catapult that uses the counterweight of a counterweight to launch a projectile. Here, allow me to demonstrate. That's not necessary.
Unfortunately, we are not qualified to move it.
What do you mean?
To move
We don't have the
a trebuchet.
licenses.
Oh, well, I'm sure we can issue guys a trebuchet license.
Do you have any idea how big a trebuchet is?
No, I don't actually.
Picture this building,
Yes.
twice as tall.
No, I don't think that's right. Well,
I just like picture this building,
okay.
twice the size. That's a trebuchet.
Olaf was telling me that you guys are under quarantine, so I'm not allowed to leave or bring any more guys in. Is that right?
Yes.
Why didn't you say that earlier?
Colonel, I barely had a chance to get a word in edgewise.
So,
Edge.
I guess I'm not. We can bring more guys down here. At risk of infection, yes. So we could bring more guys down here. Because it's perfectly safe. Nobody's drinking the water, right? You guys are not drinking the water?
To the best of our ability.
Do you not have bottled liquids at your availability?
Not easily.
Oh! Olaf, can we get... is that in the budget? No? Okay. Well,
Never mind.
well, you're all infected anyway, so... I don't see what the problem is. We got a cure in the works. The professor says it will be done pronto es pronto.
Even if the cure is developed,
Yeah.
the North is not safe.
You came back alive.
Wrong.
Luckily,
Listen,
barely,
I hate to speak ill.
and not all of us did.
I hate to speak ill to dead, but Charlie was not of a hunter's constitution.
Was Xavier?
Yes, and that's why he survived, right?
And that's why he's asking for leave of absence?
How did you know about that?
Oh, you were talking about it very loudly when we came in.
Olaf plants his face in his hands.
He also told us he was planning to, so it's not a shock.
Well, unfortunately for Xavier, we are under Care 18 right now, so he can't leave.
He's not going to be hunting for you.
I don't know if he has much of a choice, to be honest.
Do you have a way to make him?
Yeah.
And that would be?
Can I just... So how many people were in their party? Xavier's
4.
party? 4 of them.
Yes.
So
One died, one deserted.
No, Shannon has been captured.
But
and is being
Deserted.
sent to therapy.
In prison.
Counseling. We use
Counseling.
Father, we use the term counseling here. It's less provocative.
In prison.
So we have one in counseling.
Yes.
One's dead.
Yeah.
One is asking
two.
the hardest of...
Both of them are.
Oh, so there's one dead, 2 in counseling. One of them is actively asking for a...
Just because
absence.
one guy got cold feet doesn't mean that we have to move these millions of gold that we've invested in this basin elsewhere. In fact, Nigel tells me that we've got a very promising project in the works. And let me tell you, if we get this cure developed, that's going to be profitable too.
So we should focus on the cure
Yes.
and not
No.
pursuing
No.
more violence.
We are focused on the cure. You are focused on capturing the Magniacrus.
No.
Well,
It's too dangerous.
I hate to tell you this.
You like our success rate. We are profitable to you, correct? So
at the time being.
So sending us on missions that we can continue to succeed is more in the company's interest than one that we are doomed to fail.
Ward, this mission has like a
Duh.
110%.
Ward, duh. There's a fucking D.
Whoa. Ward.
Thank you.
Ward. Listen, just because of your past doesn't mean that you have to project that on everybody else, okay?
I am speaking for myself
Yeah.
and my company.
And I'm speaking for
in saying
all of
that
your companions here.
It is not safe to deal
Listen.
with, as you named it, the Magniacrus.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Ward has a little bit of a dodgy history with the company. One of his projects went under because
Weren't you? I thought you told us about this
Well,
already. But
well, I
weren't
was
you-
invested in the project, but I was not leading.
I thought you were. You claimed yourself to be his partner, though.
Well,
In our
of a
last-
sort. Of a sort.
Yeah, we were working it together, and under
well,
our collective rule,
I mean,
it failed.
You were more of the ideas guy, and I was more of the
So the
safety
execution
guy.
that went
The
wrong.
safety guy.
The execution that went wrong would be on your fault. Then he's the idea. guy.
Well,
Ward goes and
that's not
grabs
what the
another
record-
bottle.
Well, that's
after-
not what the record
But
says.
that's what you just said.
No, that's what I was implying.
Ward goes and grabs another bottle at the mention of him saying the safety guy.
Well,
And
but-
I will lean
Ward-
and whisper to Olaf, "I'm sorry," as I walk past him again.
Olaf gives you a look that it's like an old exhaust. Like he's used to this kind of look.
No, I'm apologizing about the
Oh.
liquor, not the conversation.
Colonel looks at you. He said, "Ward, listen. If you don't want to go on this, who am I supposed to send?
Yourself.
Your other more than qualified teams
Listen,
with
look,
110%
you're not making
success rate.
Ward, you're not making sense. My guys have not been here. They have not seen the Magniacrus. They have not touched the earth in that region. They have no clue what's going on. Listen, I
They
need
have
your
our entire report
no, Ward.
in mappings
Reports
from
live on
Charles.
paper. I need people. I need people.
You expected us to go out with nothing but a
Well,
rough report.
I'm going to go with you this time. And Charlie scouted out the area beforehand. He knew.
So now we scouted it for your next
No,
team that is qualified
no.
in capture.
No. You don't understand.
If he's coming with us, we're killing him while we're out
Olaf
there.
says there are no other parties. You are the last one that is functioning.
And we have other jobs that we can actually succeed. That is the point I'm trying to get across. You want us to be profitable? I'm telling you how we can make you more money.
What?
And it is by giving us jobs we can actually do.
I don't understand how you're not comprehending my superb argument.
Because there's nothing.
It's simply not intelligent enough to get it.
Ward, I think that you are falling a little under the table here. You
what
have
all
been
do.
here. You know everything you should do.
Everything.
Everything there is to know about Magniacrus, you already know. And if I need a couple of guys who are competent, strong, swarthy, and competent, you all are the people for the job.
I appreciate your compliments. It's flattering. I'm still telling
And
you this is not
what-
a job that can be done.
Listen,
Not
you're
with a
not
party
letting me
of
speak
4.
here, Ward. The paperwork has already been filed. Things are already in motion.
And I'm telling you, we need a party at least 4 times the size if you want this done.
Well, I can grant you some of my men, and I will go along with it. We can get double the size, which is much bigger than 4 times.
Did you fail math? I'm bad at math.
It's a bigger increase, relatively.
Can I feed him to the thing?
Ward, I think that you are missing the point here. This creature, in all of your file research, is holding the key, which is that we don't know how these metals are made or gathered. This creature, in this indigenous environment, with a culture that already knows how to make them, is the missing link. This is an opportunity we simply cannot afford to pass up.
This culture literally spelled out how figuring out how to make files killed them all.
And we are going to learn from their mistakes. That's why I brought you along.
And all die in the process?
No! We got a cure for that.
Just us.
Oh, just we die in the
And
process.
besides,
Gotcha.
you have already signed on your contracts that you will cooperate to the full extent of your ability. So this is a foregone conclusion.
Yes, it is, because we're cooperating to the full extent of our ability and saying this is out of it.
No. I hate to tell you, Ward, but if you check your fine print, I literally get to tell you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's enforcing it, that's the hard part.
Well, Olaf here tells me that he has method. Olaf is shaking his head. Not at you all, at the Colonel. That he has methods and leverage if you need to be convinced to cooperate.
I'd love to hear it as the only adventuring party still here.
I think that my job here is done, that you all have been caught up to speed, and that any issues you have can be taken up with Olaf because he is your handler. If you need me, I will be with my men at Materials plotting how to capture the Magniacrus.
Who's your man?
Who?
You said I'll be with with your men. Who are your men?
Yeah, they're my men.
Yeah, who are they?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know their names?
I'll ask.
Did you say these guys have been incredibly loyal with you for
yes.
several
Can't wait
years?
to talk to Olaf when he's gone. I say this out
Listen,
loud.
Ollie, if you need to know their names, you can check their pay stubs. That's what I do.
Speaking of, do you have hours?
Do what?
Do you have hours?
I'm on salary.
Do you have hours?
Oh! What do you mean? Oh, your payment! Olaf will handle that. That's why we call him your
Goodbye,
handler.
Colonel.
Olaf is great at handling this.
Okay, you can leave now.
Alright. Ta-ta. It's so great catching up with you all. Say hi to your kids for me, Reggie.
I don't have a hat, but I like nod my head.
Dude's an ass.
Once he's gone, with my head in my hands, I have the second bottle, which is halfway gone now. Just like, Olaf, I'm sorry for the liquor.
That's budgeted.
Specifically for the Colonel? Dealing with the Colonel?
Yeah.
Normal operation with the Colonel. Alcohol
Yes.
and
Kill it. Perks of the
alcohol
job.
supply is upped.
I have your payment. He says without making eye contact with any of
Thank you.
you. 1,500 bonds, plus whatever you can get in surplus from materials. I have logged. Actually, and your extra. You got how many extra samples too?
We have
the
two extra samples.
Cave grader sample, the
What did I promise you for an exchange for this?
car grader sample, the
and then we also
mangrove
provided other
grader
blood
sample,
samples.
the swirl grader sample, the interregular sample.
So you got 3 high quality.
1, 2, 3,
Two
4 high quality, 1 extra.
For high quality one, actually.
Yes.
I believe that totals up. Sorry, that's the colonel still speaking to me. I believe that totals up to 2,400 bolts.
Is that including our 1,500 normal pay
Yes.
stub? Okay. 2,400 is 600 for each of us.
Stop, I was doing math on my calculator.
Calculator.
I do so much math throughout the day, it's fucking ridiculous.
I don't.
Simply do it in your head. In my mind palace, I've already solved all these equations.
You want to help me out?
The colonel's definitely a mind palace kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's more of a shack
My
that he
mind shell.
calls about it.
The mind.
My mind. No, he would call it his mind mansion.
The mind. I don't have a mind. I don't have a mind palace. That's too imperial for me. I have a mind estate.
Yeah.
Acreage.
I have a mind acreage.
It's actually just a hovel.
Hubba.
Okay, am I good to erase those then?
Erase what?
The
samples.
samples?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have any questions, I'm here to answer.
How about your pencil number? I'm not.
What are you
sure
thinking?
what
Alright.
you meant.
I'll ask very straight up. How do we avoid fighting the Magniacrus?
How much did we get?
600.
Not in terms of like how do we avoid it in the field? How do we avoid the job?
I cannot, in good faith, advise you on this. In fact, if I were to speak in good faith, I would encourage you to cooperate. Can you not?
My bad.
Because I do have methods. I don't want to use them, but if push comes to shove, I have to do what he says.
For the rest of you, I don't know. Personally, prison time versus death doesn't sound too terrible.
He gives a somewhat knowing glance to both Oliver and Reggie and says, "That is not what I am referring to."
Would I know what he's referring to?
No. I would... Look, I would not. But he knows, okay?
What
You know-
authority does he really have over you out here?
Enough.
Was he know that he's not telling us?
Hmm?
You said he knows. What does he know?
That is not for me to discuss. It is a private matter between you and certain members of your party. But to speak bluntly, this whole expedition, including right from the dock at First Rock, is under his name. He owns us. He owns you. Sorry.
If he owned us, or if he owned us, I would say referring to us specifically, it seems strange that you're the only one so casually submitting to him.
I'm not submitting.
So how it seemed
You
to
don't
me.
know what he wanted before you came to this room, okay?
You want us
Enlighten me.
killed?
He didn't want the cure at all. He wanted... Actually, let me rephrase that. He wanted to buy the cure from the professor and sell it to you for a price, okay? I negotiated him down to at least giving everyone in the company the cure for free.
I hate this man.
What should we write on the bullets?
Defy, defend, depose.
Yeah.
If I deny, depose.
Get fucked.
That is just a taste of the cure, okay? Ward, I'm sure you are aware what he is like. I highly advise you to cooperate. If not, for your own sake, for the fact that at least you will have control over the situation. Because he is going to do it regardless.
I want to ask this question, but not in front of him.
In the truth, we do not have anything to really assign you to do. Aside from submitting the requested materials to the midday, there is nothing you can really do to help with the current. I'm truly sorry about that. And of those things that need submitted, you will find them by expedition.
I was just
I
arguing
simply don't
expedite
understand
somewhere
why
else.
we can't leave the Magniacrus undisturbed until a cure is developed.
Because,
Why is there such haste here?
Oliver, we are on a timeline, okay? If I cannot prove to the Colonel that this plague is curable, we're all stuck here, alright? That's the timeline.
Magniacrus doesn't help us, though.
No,
Does he not see that?
it doesn't, but it buys us time. As long as he thinks that this project is worth staying here, you still have your ticket back to the homeland. We are in a dangerous spot because Rainbow Basin is localized quarantine. As far as we know, the rest of the island completely safe. They can leave whenever they want. It is in your best interest to keep him here. The company here. I cannot speak any plainer without betraying a certain trust. You understand? I cannot recommend any more highly that you just cooperate, please.
You mentioned having signed something with Shannon. Do you have any idea what that is?
Oliver, please.
No.
If you can't prove that you are profitable, he's selling us off to the Lantern Corps, from which we will be made into different management entirely, or we will be repoed. And I think both of you, and he looks at Reggie and Oliver, do not want to be repoed again.
Reggie straightens back up.
I cannot save you a second time.
Well, the first save didn't seem to do much, did it? It got me here.
Oliver, I brought you an opportunity. I understand if you're mad at the Colonel, but don't project it onto me. I am here to help you. Even if you think that what you need is something else. I have only your best interests at heart. Do not get confused. Look,
Goodbye, sir.
you have a week. Whatever you do, just do something reasonable, okay? This current situation is not that bad. It is manageable.
He's gonna get all of us killed by that thing. Well, apparently there's no downside for fleeing, so Shannon proves that.
You do not want to end up in Shannon's position.
She's alive.
She's not well.
Thank you for the drink, sir. And I will get up and walk out.
No. One more moment of your time. We caught one of the scouts. Confirmed he was infested. He's been executed for attempted treachery to the company. You are not an indentured servant, but do not think for a moment that if you show a sign of anything else, that the company will hesitate. I cannot protect you.
Was it the scout that we had lost initially? Or the one that we had presumed dead?
His name was Samuel. Whether or not he was truly infested, I cannot say. Just think about that.
May I ask where he was found?
No.
Alright.
Okay. That's all I have to say. My office is always open to you. Just knock. Do
Thank
the
you,
right
sir.
thing. And he reaches for his liquor cup.
I take the second bottle with me.
He doesn't even notice.
What a dude.
His fear makes him weak.
I left. I'm gone.
No, I assumed we all left together.
Okay.
I'm talking outside his office or outside the building.
You guys want to go to my place?
What?
You want to go to my site? It's somewhere quiet and you can talk.
Yeah.
Because mine's also a little bit off the beaten path.
Reggie, father, you company?
Probably should.
Do you have any thoughts, Reggie? You've been awfully quiet today. Thought you would have had more to say to Olaf, either in attack of him or in defense of him.
I think he's right. I don't know what you want me to say. None of you really made a good enough defense for me to feel like I needed to add on.
What happens if the colonel is lost out in the field? I'm just speaking out loud. I'm just curious. Anybody know?
Only good things, I would hope.
I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I'm just genuinely curious.
Oh man, it would be really unfortunate if he had a hand grenade just find its way into a sleeping bag.
It would be unfortunate.
I support murder, as does Brad.
Because I support Robert's claims, as was said.
In Minecraft, you have to add in Minecraft.
No.
Yeah.
In Dungeon Hunter.
Yeah, there we go.
I support.
Gabe, your game is being used as a ploy.
For politics?
Yeah.
Do I agree with the politics?
Sure. Dubious.
Is it about killing people in important positions and spreading the wealth amongst the little folk?
Yeah.
Then I wholly support it. You have all reached the archaeological dig site. You have afforded yourself a small amount of privacy. For now.
So we just go and hope for the best.
We might have to just go along with it and see what happens. Try not to die in the process. I don't see what much other choice we have.
I don't know how we're supposed to fight that thing.
Maybe we don't.
I don't love the idea of his loyal men, regardless of who they are, just dying because he said so and they didn't blink.
So let's say we go out with the colonel. He has an accident. He dies in the field. And so do all of his men.
I don't
Then
want to kill the
we're
others.
sold to
I'm
them.
not saying we have to kill them. I'm saying most of them will probably die. if we
Regardless
just
of
play
how
our
he
cards
dies,
right.
the moment he dies, we're sold off to Lantern Corps and reposed.
You made it sound like there's something more. Would we all be executed? Said you two knew what would happen. His other threats.
You know I have a family.
You know what happened to mine? We lost everything. Here comes, but who happened to own it but Olaf, and here he comes with a mighty great offer. Simply work this, you'll earn it all back.
I didn't think
Middle,
about your
wipe away
family,
the back.
Reggie. I wasn't thinking about your family. I'm sorry. Should have taken that into account. I wished better of Electric, but surprising considering they don't give a shit about their employees. I can't put past.
Do you really have any family? I don't. Do you, Oliver?
Yeah.
I
He
got
did just mention his family and how he's here because of their death.
I got some folks back home that I send money to, but they're fine on their own. My brother can take care of them.
The more we interact here, the less competent I believe Innovation Electric is. I think there's room for us to cash in some favors with people that we've helped out.
I don't believe he would threaten my family as much. They're low class, to put it. They don't have a whole lot to take now, so don't need much. They're old and complicit.
Let me set a record straight. Because you mentioned this just a couple sentences ago, and I fear it was misconstrued. Olaf owns property in stock in your family, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He saved them once they went under.
Yeah.
No one is like threatening to kill anybody here.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was getting the vibes they were threatening to like kill our families. No, if they're threatening to kill us and it just means we can't send money back, War doesn't care half as much.
It's not as extreme as kill. It's more of just he will take everything we own, including our families, everything our families own as well.
And when Olaf was talking about getting
inheritance.
killed, he was just talking about someone who was infested and who infested. The reports called him infested.
Right.
If you believe the reports, and he was a deserter.
Okay.
A
Okay.
mutineer.
Well, we can be honest here. We know he was infested, but
Was he?
yeah.
If he was living out in the wilds for a while?
No, we literally met him. He was the first person we met on this expedition. He was drinking water from the
that's
British
right.
well.
But that's not the point Olaf was making.
Yes. Point being, deserters die regardless of whether they're infested or not.
Caught my guy drinking water. Oh my god.
They caught my guy in a car accident, but said he had COVID.
Yeah, it's unfortunately he committed
That's all I'm hearing.
It was a pre-existing
It's unfortunate
condition.
Jeffrey Epstein killed himself with 2 gunshots to the back of his head.
With COVID. It was the COVID that killed him, though.
Okay, and there are some cases where that could have actually been true, though.
What?
COVID caused the 2 gunshots?
No, like if someone like had COVID and then killed, and then died, like if you were like in a position where you could not recover, it could be COVID that killed.
It definitely happened, but I also had friends in the medical field that knew of people that did not die from COVID, but it was being labeled as COVID deaths because the hospitals were getting huge spiffs, for lack of a better word, to help with COVID deaths.
Okay.
I just like the idea of like, oh no, he died of a suicide. How can you tell? Oh, I don't know. The 37 stab wounds to the back probably did it.
Let us table this discussion before we approach uncomfortable topics.
But I think we play along for now. We be as compliant as we can within our reasonable chain of that's tying us to this place. And in the meantime, we cash out as many favors as we can. Put a squeeze here, a small cut here, there. There are people who do not support Innovation Electric that we have helped out. At least that I think I have helped out, and that would be willing to help.
We know of a couple, yeah.
I think there is room for maneuverability here. We don't have to act through the company, but we should act like we are.
Play it by ear like always. Is it late enough in the day? Is second shift started?
It's not even noon yet, man.
Motherfucker. That's how I feel at work. It's not even noon yet.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It is, and I have a
Where's
watch
the colonel
now,
staying?
so...
You don't know.
Just
Never told you.
turn the time.
Still, if I didn't give a shit about my life, that's a tattoo I would have. It's just a watch permanently at 5 o'clock.
That'd be fun.
Well, what's the next move, gang?
I'm gonna go check on the professor.
Okay.
Pure unadulterated violence.
You walk back to the area to find that the professor has been rechained. There are some guards walking around the area, and Shannon is also there as well. She is not chained.
Hello, Shannon. Hello.
Sexist.
Against the professor. The professor is more.
Does
of
Shannon
a
look like
flight
she's doing
risk.
hands-on work? It's not something like observing.
Shannon's literally run.
She's being instructed.
She ran back here.
I guess.
Where else does there go?
I don't know, but I feel like the professor is more of a flight risk in the end.
The professor appears to be instructing Shannon.
Oh, my counseling people are working together.
Did you go with? 'Cause I would have stayed at the dig site.
Something catches your eye. Out of these guards, none of them have monster hunting weapons. They all have conventional human military weapons. Swords, spears.
Nothing compared to my big ass bow.
No.
You were several of them with one shot.
I mean, yes, but the intended target...
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Budget constraints are hard.
You're gonna fight a dinosaur with that little dagger?
One of the guards walks over and says, "Do you have business with the professor?
Yes.
State your business."
Could I come with? Because
I
it
assume you're all going.
I'm
Yeah,
staying at
that's
the
cool.
dig site.
Okay. Reggie? Yes to what?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Oliver
Okay.
and the professor.
State your business.
We believe we have more information regarding the nature of the infestation and possibly the cure.
He nods. You may enter. But I've got my eye on you.
What's with the suspicion, man?
Olaf told me about your little escapade last night.
My escapade last night.
Someone released the professor.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You know.
Did he run?
No.
Well, then what's the big deal?
Signs of mutiny.
Oh, you guys are looking too.
Didn't the professor have weapons here? He threatened us with a knife last night.
Neither of you have met this guy before. He's from First Rock.
Yeah.
First rock heathens. They don't believe in your god, Father. You should probably kill them. It's well within your religion to do
Father
so.
starts
We're
foaming in the
keeping a
mouth.
close eye on the professor.
Alright.
They are my counselees. I might as well make an appearance.
The professor looks up at you from a table with tired bags under his eyes. What do you want?
Oh,
What do you want?
I hate this man, but aw.
Leave me the fuck alone.
He's all pathetic.
Shannon's sneering at you from behind him.
Do either of them react to my presence?
Not yet.
Okay, that's good. I'm trying to convert people.
I'm here to check in on you.
Your friend, the emotions to father, is already counseling us. I do not understand what... He looks pointedly at the guards. I do not understand what you are talking about.
Alright. Did the guards like step in like the same?
Oh, they're watching you, yeah.
I'm asking the same guard who I yapped about having information on a cure. Walk in with us.
He's watching from the doorway.
Okay. Well, and I'll kind of do a quick glance like to the direction behind me. It's like to the guard. Well, I wanted to let you know that we found more information regarding that mausoleum that you might have heard about. It gave more explicit details on the infestation and how it could be caused by intelligent life coming to. I'm giving this obvious signs in my eyes, at least to him. I'm kind of bullshitting. I'm here to check on him. That it could be caused by like intelligent life that stepping on the rock or some different defense mechanism.
Well, I find that difficult to believe because... And then Shannon probably elbows him again. Understood. What?
I'm not here. I'm just listening.
Thank you for the information.
Alright. Good luck with your work.
Right.
I was gonna say, if we have a second, if you had questions or wanted to ask them in private, you can tell me, and then I can tell the guards, like, hey, fuck off, I'm talking to the people I'm counseling, I need privacy.
The professor looks languidly in your direction. He goes, "Is it time for counseling, Father?"
Nothing so pertinent that needs the room.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know what was the purpose of. You just wanted to come and check in on him, see if he was still here.
See if he was here, and then the status of his chain.
No, I think we were just coming to. Well, me personally, just coming to check on you and your current status of things.
I'm stuck here. What could possibly change?
I don't know. You could.
It can always be worse.
Shane is giving you some serious stink eye, Reggie.
I was suspecting as much, but I'm not gonna acknowledge her.
Reggie
Well-
doesn't put up with fucks like you, is what I would say if I was
At the
there.
end of the day, you could be dead. So.
Well,
that's
if I was
nice.
at the end of the day, I might be. If this skill does not get developed.
Well, I guess that's some good motivation.
Jesus.
Yo, me and the professor the same for real.
The professor looks at you curiously until you realize that he's looking at you, studying you. Are you...
Are you threatening me?
Father, are you perhaps feeling unwell?
No, I feel perfectly fine as of right now.
Okay.
As of right now.
So then we have no more business to discuss.
Sounds like it.
Until our next counseling session.
Yeah.
Shane rolls her eyes.
Oh, don't be like that.
Oh, you big old softy.
Can't believe I was assigned counseling. She walks away.
It'll be good for you, I promise.
You're not.
You're not my
Psycho.
dad.
You're not my dad. Fuck off.
Reggie's your dad and he's tired of you being a piece of shit.
Reggie's not your dad, but he can be your daddy.
That's what Matt wants.
Alright, what's the next move, gang?
I think I'm just waiting for second shift.
Really? Okay.
Ward doesn't want to deal with Daisy.
I guess the sun hits its zenith and continues to move. 2 o'clock rolls around. It's 2 o'clock somewhere. It's math shift, baby.
It's Matt shifts,
God
baby.
damn it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
As I would start making my way over to Matt then.
Or have you all reconvened for materials?
Might as well.
Hey guys, what's up? If it ain't my favorite, what's your party name again?
Chaotic duo.
Controlled Chaos, right.
Quartet.
Hey, did you guys see that absolute shorty working the shift before me?
Do
you know her name?
I'm gonna hurt him.
I'm just saying, she's got a little something, you know?
She's an ass.
Shotty got a.
Anyway,
I
what
have
you got?
shit for you.
What you got for me?
Drops a big old bag of
Oh, and he actually like sits up a little straight. I just want to let you all know that actually Charles has been interred. Yeah, there's a funeral in the planning in case you all want to attend, taken from his pay, unfortunately.
That's fucked.
Thank you for the heads up.
Yeah.
And your part in it.
Anyway, what do you got for me?
Got bag of files.
Yeah.
I have wood plants,
Ah.
fiber vines,
Plants.
Rathalos egg, dragon salt, static globe egg, poisonous sac, a Rathian severed tail.
Okay, slow down. Tail, submit to medbay.
Okay.
Did you guys get any of these other items for the cure development? 2 different poison glands. One from the Rathian tail, one from a great Ragi.
Okay, I have both of those.
Okay. A Nargacuga,
No.
a mysterious mushroom.
No.
No.
Okay.
We tried to find.
Yeah.
We tried to look for a mysterious mushroom in the cave. No luck.
Okay. Well, shit.
I have plants, vines, 2 separate winged leathers. Got bones, 2 tail meats, and a Magniacrus horn.
Are you submitting the eggs to materials or to biology? Because I could pay you for the eggs, but you might.
Yeah, they should go to biology. Okay, so bag of files,
Okay. And I've kept in touch with the kitchen, and you don't have to go over there anymore. I can just send anything over for their established prices.
Should all of that other stuff go to biology then?
Hold on. So, both poison glands should go to biology. That's all we have, right?
For the medical stuff, yeah.
Yeah, or for the medical stuff.
But I have 2 globes, dragon salt, and Magniacrus horn, which I might honestly almost want to keep as a trophy. But 2 pounds of wing leather, and 2 bones.
Everything. I think the egg should go to biology, but everything else can pretty much be sold.
All right, I can cut you about 900 for that.
If I want to keep the horn, what would that drop it down to?
800.
That's not bad.
I almost want to keep the horn as like a
Is
trophy.
it like a goat's horn?
It's from the Magniacrus.
It's from the giant boat turtle.
Can we turn it into like a tuba then?
Or let's have a hunting horn.
I kind of just want to keep it as a trophy.
But tuba.
It's up to you, man.
How big is
Whoa.
Those are the numbers. Speaking of numbers, do you know that lady's address?
it? Oh my god.
Her address?
Yeah, her Addie, as the kids call her.
Her name is Daisy. You should
I think-
definitely.
Oh,
You should-
Daisy!
I think we
You
need
should
to buff.
definitely
we need
hit
more
on
horns
her.
for
I
it.
think
Yeah.
she'd be into
This
it.
next mission.
I think so. You know what, Father?
That's fair.
They were wrong about you. You do got game.
I hope he gets his nuts cut.
Who was wrong? Who said he
Alright.
doesn't have game?
Oh, some girl named Natalie or something.
That information was
Wait,
another 100
the
bonds.
The girl in your religion?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Alright.
I would compliment you, man.
Alright, Matt, here,
Yeah.
all the shit, even 1,000.
Wait,
Call it a
horns
day.
or no?
Yeah.
I don't, man. 900. Are you deaf?
I thought you said 1,000.
No, 900.
Well, it was 900 without the horn.
No, it was 800 without the horns.
Oh.
Get
No, it was not 100 without the girl's name. That's what
Oh, that's
Well,
what it was.
I mean,
It was
if
another
you give
100 for
me
the girls,
an
yeah.
opportunity, I could cut you another 100 for my own pocket.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, what kind of opportunity are we talking about?
Well, she'll be here
what's
tomorrow
her name?
morning.
What's your name?
Her name's Daisy.
Oh,
And she'll be here tomorrow morning.
roll persuasion with me.
God damn.
My -1 charisma. Ooh, baby. It's 3 and a 4.
You know, they told me she used to be a handler. Your handler. Wouldn't that be kind of awkward?
No, not at all. She loved us.
Yeah. We could
were
probably
like her
put in a
favorite
good.
hunting party.
We could
Really? I
probably
was told
put in
that
a
she
good
was
word.
like reassigned because of you guys.
Well, yeah, because we were just too awesome for her to handle.
I don't know, man. Maybe I should fly solo on this one.
She was all over Word.
Thank you, Reg. Come on. I knew you could clutch that one. See? I think I'll fly solo on that one, word. Thanks for the wingman opportunity, though.
Your
900.
loss.
900 even. Smooth.
Alright. I don't have anything else to barter with.
Move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
alright.
used to call me smooth back in college.
Oh, it's because you're bald head.
That's 100 off your
What? He
paycheck.
puts his hands over like a skull.
I hand him the shit.
Alright.
How much is that, calculator boys?
That is 225 each.
Calculator slut, calculate for me.
Exactly.
Oh, and by the way, engineering has those material requests in for the project that Nigel. Reg, has Nigel talked to you about that yet?
Oh no.
Okay, well, he's submitting materials for a project that he implied that you were maybe part of.
Okay, I gotta go check this out. I forgot. Olaf mentioned Nigel wanting to see me.
Thanks,
Anyway.
Thanks, Matt.
Actually, if you want to submit that dragon salt to the project instead, I might cut a little less money, but they do want the dragon salt for the engineering project.
Oh, nah. They can come buy it off you if needed.
That's not how that works.
I'm not gonna fund a I don't say this out loud. Ward's not gonna fund the project that Reggie's not running.
All right.
Get fucked.
I trust you guys. You're like, from what I heard, you guys are like the bosses around here, basically.
We're not the
Yes,
boss.
you better
Ward.
watch your shit.
We
Matt.
just get shit done.
Ward.
Reg, my guy! Damn. Whoa!
Lord.
Come on, you know I'm just joking.
Oh,
and I can
that's
look
why I
at
don't
you
want
strong.
Oh, fuck.
We have no idea where to get the second one, though. It's alright.
You give him a soft pat on the back.
I'd rather not open it than then open it.
I know they call you
open
the
it
hammer, Reg.
first.
Jeez.
Did they call me that?
I do.
It's my mindset.
They're not gonna be the ones. They're not gonna be the ones opening. They don't even know it exists. And if they know it exists, they'll open it without you. Then I'm fine. I'm fine not helping out with it. But I just want to make sure you know what you're.
No, I know what the project is. I want them as far from succeeding as possible. Ward would almost rather it not be opened or find a key another way than give them more.
My guy hates technological progress.
Alright, I have the poison sac and the Rathian tail for the medical stuff.
Yes.
Neato.
Remaining for cure development is still an Argakuga eye and mysterious mushroom.
Shrooms.
What makes it mysterious?
Would you mark
You
that
really
off?
wanna-
That I
It's
I already
vibes.
did.
okay.
The vibes.
And
I looked at
then
the mushroom.
How
and came up
Oh,
with
vibes.
mysterious
serious
is this
vibes.
mushroom?
Roll
I
a d10.
have 2 eggs.
Yeah,
Payment.
that was a significant chunk.
Is it Aragorn in Lord of the Rings where he's like sitting in the corner in the bar, like hooded and mysterious and shit?
Yes, sir.
What
The
Yeah,
the true male fantasy.
We apparently,
I just want to be acknowledged while sitting secretively in a corner.
apparently it's the female fantasy too, because when I watched it with Amanda, literally like the 10 to 15 minutes before that scene, she was like, "Okay, you need to make sure you're paying attention for this section."
Cole, do we need to get you like a dark cloak?
No.
All I know is Amanda and Jane have very different tastes because she thought Bilbo was the greatest character.
Really? What's
Bill-
it say about you, Brad?
Bilbo
Are
stacking
you a Bilbo
bodies
type?
baggins.
Are you Bilbo type meat?
That's what she refers to him as. He
Okay.
kills so much shit in the Hobbit movies.
Alright, enough derailment. What's the next move game?
The 2 eggs.
To biology?
Biology. I'm also putting the ancient relic with my
So,
shit.
here's what I want to ask you. Are you going to the professor to submit it in his little lab dungeon, or are you going to do it at a different time?
Probably the lab dungeon.
Well, part of me wants to submit it without outside eyes.
I can do it during counseling.
It's gonna make its way to them regardless, right? Or you're saying have father take it to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine then. I'll hold on to him. I have a Rathalos egg and a static egg.
Egg.
Backpack. I'm gonna leave him with you. My backpack.
Also, you had to turn Old Scratch back in. Give him a couple head pats.
I think Old Scratch should get a hang with
He barks.
father
He does a husky.
throughout the week. Can I put in a submission for Old Scratch to be able to hang out with father throughout the week? He's still at camp.
He's getting doggy
Unfortunately,
therapy.
Old Scratch is considered equipment, so he has to be kept to materials.
What up, bitch?
Do we?
That means
we don't
Max
turn
hang
in
out with him
our
all day. It's
gear.
fucked up.
You do.
We do.
Unless you own it personally. Some of you may, some of you may not. I don't know.
Would I?
Probably not, because you literally had to use a license to switch out weapon classes.
Right. Could I not have purchased it?
Do you want to use your money?
I almost want to stay armed with the situation that we're in and with the potential Nargacuga attack. I would like to have my shit where I know it is versus going and trying to check it out.
Now, are you trying to buy your weapon or your whole equipment set?
Matt, let's throw this into the situation.
My bow and arrows.
Look, Ward. I really would like to arm you, but it's against. I mean,
I would stay armed, right? This is my fucking sword.
what do you want me to count them as submitted in inventory while you carry them around?
How much would it cost for me to buy them?
A lot.
How much would it cost for him to hold the inventory on his body while it's in storage?
That's against regulation.
Okay, that's not what I asked. I said how much would it cost?
Father! Oh my goodness! Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
I don't know.
Father guilty.
Because
Listen,
okay, I'll
answer
go.
my
I'll go
fucking
talk to
question.
Olaf then.
What has you?
I'll get Olaf's.
Whoa, no, we don't have to get Olaf involved. We don't have to get Olaf involved.
No, I mean like
No. We don't
With-
have to get-
With all the
Listen,
other
Ward-
guards around,
Ward,
they're
listen.
clearly stressed, so I would
Listen.
like to keep my
Ward-
equipment.
I'm kind of in hot water with Olaf right now,
So let's store the inventory on his person.
Oh,
He's trustworthy.
Father, please!
Didn't you say we were basically the bosses around here?
Yeah.
Guys!
How many good things have we done for you?
Hammer! Reg, Hammer, can't you help me out here, man?
It's Reggie's hammer.
He's on our side.
Yeah, Matt, come on.
Ah,
You're my buddy.
I think
You know me. I do like a Chad pose.
Father and Reggie's
You can
equipment would
trust
be
me.
owned, right? It would just be Oliver and mine, which is rented.
guys, I'm already in so much trouble. Do you know how many letters from HR I got?
Yes, we do. I've written some of them.
We're about to get more.
Come on, guys.
Let's
get you all chiseled up anyway.
Everything they're expecting us to do as of late.
Man.
Tensions are high. Shit happens when tension is high.
Okay, listen.
Olaf's not going to question it.
Listen, I would never do this to a shorty, but if it happens, it wasn't me, it was Daisy, okay? I'm sorry! She's so cute, I don't want to do this to her.
That's alright.
It's fine. Nothing's going to
Listen to me, it was
happen.
Daisy. Look, okay?
No one's going to care that we have our gear on us.
I think they might. And if they do, it wasn't me, okay? It
Okay.
wasn't me.
It was your old pal Matt,
Say
okay?
Okay.
Can you say it for me?
Okay.
It wasn't our good old pal Matt.
Thank you, he knows me.
We couldn't
He
tell.
wasn't you expecting the award.
It's okay, man.
We couldn't tell who said it was okay. It was
What is
dark
Matt's
outside.
relation to you, Ward?
What?
What
Good
is
old
Matt's?
pal. Call him your good old pal.
My good old pal.
Oh, thank you, Ward. Thank you, Ward.
He's literally cooming, man.
We couldn't see. We couldn't see. You gave us permission. It was too dark outside.
Well, now that I know we're pals, you know, it might be acceptable. Go on, get out of here.
Trust
I
between
leave
homies.
my bow at on my work site
As
or
you
in
leave.
my room.
If I have to sacrifice any one of the beasts, he's going first.
As you leave, you hear Matt say in respect, it's good to know you got people you can rely on.
Oh no! I take.
I
back
think
what
it's
said,
smart
now I feel
that
bad.
you and I have our equipment. The other two do already. And also, we can make the argument, should Olaf or the Colonel give a shit, as his most capable crew,
If shit were to go down.
if shit were to go sideways, it would be best that we know where our gear is and don't have to go through a paper trail to get it.
Can you imagine it now?
Daisy, I'm glad you had the foresight to equip.
I can't!
Tied in the corner.
Because that's how I'm expecting it to go.
Of course.
Can't even believe that I thought of
did
it.
such a good job in materials, guys.
I changed my mind. She's going first.
Alright, well, dark premonitions aside, you got a week downtime.
Where's this downtime chart?
Time to do drugs and have visions.
Welcome to the Project Bulletin. Rainbow Basin is still alive and bustling, despite what unseemly things are happening beneath the still waters.
The innocence they don't know.
It was 225 was the last
Yeah.
pass, right?
They don't know. They don't get it. They don't get it, Father. They don't get it.
So what are we at now for today? So we got the
Oh, did you guys level up, by the way?
Not yet.
We have not.
We're
Yeah.
level 8 now. Which gives us another hit dice.
And an ability score increase.
Mm-hmm.
+2 to any stat. Or +1 to 2 stats if you're stupid.
Damn, okay. Okay, but having +4 dex would be pretty nice.
Are you not adding +2 to dex?
He is adding, but that's how he gets the +4.
Oh, but you're adding +1 to another stat?
No.
No,
He's
I-
at
I
+3
would-
right now.
Oh, well, that's, why would you, I was sanctioning that actually.
Yeah, I'm
I was
saying.
making fun of you if you were to split up your points.
What's it like having such low dex?
What's it like having such low charisma?
I'm used to it. What can I say?
What's it like sucking dick?
What's it like
Brad?
sucking dick, idiot?
I don't know. I've been asking you for a while.
What's it like having
Fuck.
no
And
riz?
you're not willing to give away all of your promised secrets.
What's it like
Exactly.
having no riz, no aura?
I'm
What if
used
make
to it.
hammer bigger? What if make strength stronger?
Dude, it's just me or has Reg been hitting the gym? They don't call him the Pow Hammer for nothing.
Reggie's been hitting the gym. I am up to a +5 in Dex.
Yippee! Plus
Wow,
5
good
dex.
for you. Fuck off.
Dex update.
Sorry, you just allocated your stats wrong. Womp womp.
Does anyone have any positive charisma modifier?
I have plus
yeah,
0.
I do. I have +1.
Father, what did you got for?
He's too busy on his phone.
Well, it's not a problem right now because it's fucking dead.
Damn.
Father is on that spiritual grind.
Yeah.
He's got
Project.
the scriptures out.
Do you think he has vision shorts where he just swipes in his head like different hallucinations he has?
Yeah,
No.
probably.
No.
What 1 minute content?
Visions are long form content only.
Does anyone think this vision's kind of pushing 10 minutes?
Can this vision have more jump cuts, please?
My visions have hopped onto that like people falling asleep while watching YouTube videos.
That's you. You're the guy falling asleep.
Yeah.
Speaking of, no new visions last night.
At all?
Yep.
Does that happen? That doesn't happen very often, does it?
You had the same vision.
He said no new.
No
Oh,
new
okay,
vision.
no new visions.
I'm 100
I thought you
health
meant
down,
no
guys.
visions at all,
Shit.
and I was very concerned.
Very strong.
Nah, I upped my con.
I'm waiting.
They called me the... Oh. They called me the dead.
I'm waiting for you to be like, yeah, Father woke up this morning, no vision.
No vision.
And for Father to have a fucking...
You got no vision, no bitches.
No money,
No
no
money,
game,
no
no working
game.
teeth.
He's gonna have an existential crisis, and he's gonna not be okay.
Your deity, not real.
Question on the med bay thing.
Yeah.
Do we have to submit all 4 squares to get access to each of those benefits? Or when we submit the 2 squares, is it can we then?
The med bay is 4 submissions across 4 boxes to get the cure.
Okay.
You know, assuming that everything goes planned.
I asked this last time, and I forgot already. I have a D10 for hit die, right?
Yes.
And the average for a D10 is 6. Cool.
Can you roll this for me, babe? Thank you. Good job.
What'd you get?
7.
Bro. Lame.
I got a fucking 4.
Did you have a D8?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I took average.
Yeah. That's what I use.
My health increase.
I rolled for Alistair, and it fucked me, so...
So
I don't
was that
believe it
was that
does.
66?
Only
You
numbers.
put me up to 76 because you rolled D8 and you had my con modifier,
Damn,
which is
he
plus
has
3.
5 more HP than me.
So
I mean, that's actually messed up because he's supposed to be in a lower weight class.
What the fuck?
what's your con mod?
Plus 2?
Womp womp.
Oh, what's yours?
Plus 3.
That's why.
How much health are you at?
71.
I am at 78 now.
Wow, good for you.
Guys, is our frontliner a little
Squish?
squishy?
He's old, okay? He's not as ripe as he once was.
You're in your 40s!
He invested in wisdom and charisma.
Or you can, if a 40-year-old
Wisdom.
if a 40-year-old walked into an army recruiter's office right now, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing, old man?"
They'd kill him.
What projects are we working on this week?
Legit happened.
How much money do you have?
Enough.
15.
No money, no bitches.
Well, since we got to deal with an Magniacrus, I suggest we all take combat ready.
Which one's that?
Combat applicable buffs or whatever. So, so perhaps someone could, like improve camp medicine, so we're not shocked as easily, or
100.
yeah, or lobby for better gear.
I'm thinking about buying just lobby for better gear.
What does that do?
Everyone gets +1 to AC.
And I can afford it by myself, so I'm thinking about just taking it. I probably will if no one else has a better argument for something
Did
I
we
can
get
do.
paid twice or 3 times?
What do you mean?
Like so far, have we had?
You got paid
3
twice.
times. No, 3 times.
Oh.
You got paid the first time. We did our. First
Oh, you mean from quest to quest? I thought you meant at the end of this quest.
Not the end of this question. Like so far this session, how much gold or how much money have we gained?
You have gained a total of
Like 1150?
No.
Nine.
You have gained 825.
Okay. Then I'm at the right amount.
Alright, I'm just gonna do lobby for better gear.
Purchased.
I don't think anyone's gonna argue that.
Don't forget, you can also do skill training for more money and skill modifier bonus. But this is probably your second to last buying period, so manage your money carefully.
Guys, I think we're about to die.
Any money not spent is wasted. So
I can't.
What do we use our money to buy extra clues about the Horizon Thief?
I don't think that your characters know about the reason.
What?
Somebody buy something for me. I don't have my phone.
Somebody buy something, will you?
How much money do you have?
10, 30.
10, 30?
I think we should give Cole the act as a training dummy. It allows you to add the strafe connotation to one of your red or blue moves, allowing you to take a 5-foot step.
Every time you take that move.
Okay, being able to take a 5-foot step every single time.
On one
a
move.
move.
On one move.
Where's your tree?
Yeah. I was thinking on one of these.
These are teal. This is a red move. This is a blue.
Oh, I thought those were the same color.
They're not, unfortunately.
That's teal.
I'm sorry.
Can teal,
Google Docs only has so many colors, guys.
can teal be added to that feature?
No. Damn. Bro, are you kidding me? Teal moves are the best moves in your tree.
Can he add an extra recover action to an action that already has a recover action?
Yes. If you want, you can add another recovery to one of your sheets.
No, but he's not doing that. Sorry, because I'm doing that. You're lobbying for extra materials, right?
Yeah.
Better gear.
Bet our gear.
I
Why are
mean,
we betting our gear?
Cole, how much money do you have?
1030.
You could do improve camp's medicine to raise your status threshold.
He is $70 short.
Right,
Yeah,
I have $400.
I thought we had shared funds now.
No. Well,
More or less.
We've kind of just been passing
Did
it
we
around.
switch out or distribute the 1500, or should I have calculated on my own?
You should have calculated. You should have gotten 825 total.
Okay.
So you have an additional 825.
Does anyone want a Lord Advanced craft gear?
I was going to. Cole, which would you rather have? An increased status threshold of 1 for everything, or would you rather have a extra on one of your sheets to be able to recover twice on?
If we took the extra threshold, I wouldn't have to bring around the immune booster.
Yeah, it would only one person gets the benefit of the threshold, though. It's not everyone. So I'm asking, which would you personally have? The basically double recover on a sheet, or
So me personally, if this affects me, I could do the 1 to threshold. So then I don't have to bring the immune booster, so I can bring another item with me instead of that.
okay.
I think that's fair. I'll mark off $70.
I'm broke as fuck.
Improving team medicine?
Make a note somewhere that your threshold is higher.
Literally me for real. Broke as fuck.
But with a high threshold. He's good at taking that.
Let me make it as well.
Motherfucker.
For father.
Could Preach Discipline be a power token?
Yeah.
It just can't be spirit. If you wanted to give me focus, that'd be fucking great. Is that per combat or
Once
once
per hunt at the start of a combat. So once per quest during any combat.
Oh.
Is it per hunter base? So say I first combat I want a token, but they don't.
Each hunter.
Okay.
And Reggie still has to decide.
I don't know.
Are you going to work it?
I can just work, I guess.
Just remember it.
We have a lot
Money
of
not spent is wasted.
Yeah.
I think it's best to spend money now. We're in the end game of it.
I don't know how much you have.
What is it, some kind of endgame?
I have an additional 300 I can loan you for.
I have 1500.
Whoa! Reggie's got deep pockets.
Yeah, you should spend some of that.
There's something worth
Especially
16.
considering we're all getting an extra 1500 next quest.
Pockets.
Well, who's already busy?
I am.
Those two.
Cole.
I'm probably gonna buy something for.
I'm just drinking vials of poison to give myself resistance.
I'm doing it alongside you because it's alcohol. You don't have to call it poison.
I actually imagine you're probably helping with your development. and make some kind of breakthrough in the process.
I'm gonna do preach discipline.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
I
Sorry.
closed my eyes and
What do you
started
think, Brad?
mixing Shit.
What are you weighing?
And
I'm
random
between
newspaper.
preach discipline to give the tokens out, or preach meditation to add recover to my hook action.
I'd add recover. I feel like we're going to be dealing with so much status.
All right, yeah, I'll go preach meditation then.
All right.
Can you write in small letters recover under hook there? Because my handwriting is too big and ugly.
Like the rest
What
of
do you
them.
want me to write? Recover?
Recover, yeah.
I don't think he
Thank
heard
you.
me. That's probably for the best.
All right, Reg. What's the plan?
I don't know.
Did you hear me, Robert?
No.
You said my handwriting's too big.
You wanna
and ugly,
hold
and I said, like,
seminar?
the rest
Everybody
of
gets
them,
another
and
scope
you just
proficiency?
ignored me, and I'm proud of you.
What'd you say, Gabe?
I'm asking Reggie if he wants to hold a seminar to give everyone an additional skill proficiency in a mental stat.
If I
Oh, my
preach
stats are terrible.
discipline,
You want to preach discipline?
That's the other one that Robert was weighing.
oh,
I mean, that's good to take. Everyone benefits from it.
Once per hunted at the start of each, at the start of any combat.
You use it right out of the gate.
If your attack misses, but you do have damage, say with Unearthed Legendary Artifact, do you still inflict status now since you're dealing damage?
Yes.
Never mind. Buy that.
The very top left one.
Reggie doesn't seem the type to do discipline.
Or the Unearthed Legendary Artifact. Because that means even if your attack misses, you'll still deal your status.
Which is insane, and I will fund
The
the
100
excess
extra.
that you need.
I'll do
Happily.
100 extra. So,
Maybe let's go a minimum of one status token. That's not
You
making.
mean a maximum?
Sorry, yeah, a maximum of one status.
A minimum of one.
You mean I always inflict a minimum of one status token, even if it doesn't normally inflict a status
Okay,
token?
I was imagining this in my head and I went, oh no. So let's just say that even if you miss, you do half damage and you inflict a maximum of one status token. Of your choice.
Counter offer.
No.
It should be half damage or a max of 2 status tokens. So it's damage.
No.
Or,
Sorry, that's too good. Because you pick status every time.
I know. I was trying to make an argument that it wouldn't deal with the damage.
Do you still want to buy that? Right.
yes, yes.
Okay.
I think that is money well spent.
It makes your bang combo more reliable as well.
Oh, yeah.
Nicole knows all about bang combos.
Hell yeah.
It's called chugging 3 bangs and then being wired off my ass for
Hell yeah! Oh, well, not the wired part. Just chugging through bangs.
I've had no caffeine other than like soda this week.
I had 3 monsters today.
Let me check my events.
See, I'm trying to avoid that.
It's been a week. Is all I have to say.
That's fair, dude. It's been so busy.
This is at the dig site. Wow.
No,
Reggie's working
mine-
at the dig site today?
Welcome, welcome.
Sunday night, I drank an energy drink while driving home from Omaha, and then I couldn't sleep, and I ended up not sleeping. So
Ward is at the financial headquarters, and everyone else is at the base chaplain. I think.
Reggie
How long would
is
my-
at the dig site.
My thing take.
Huh?
Does it take the whole week, or like is my lobbying for better gear able to be at day 1? And
You would spend most of the week doing it. You would still have time for other things.
Do you want to swap tasks? Actually, we have the same price, but I think I'm slightly cheaper. But I think it makes more sense for me to be
Tasks.
lobbying and you to be at the at the chaplain with Father.
oh, absolutely,
Okay.
All right, I'm lobbying.
100%. And the money's fine.
Yeah,
I paid for everybody's this time, anyways.
not mine.
No, I know. I
You only
contributed.
paid a little bit
I
for
I
mine, yeah.
paid like a total of $170 for theirs. So,
Reggie,
so I'm with Father.
you are working at the dig site when someone familiar approaches at the edge, not deigning to put his foot in the loose soil. It's your old friend Nigel.
Oh, Nigel, I forgot about you.
Quite
I
weaselly.
gave you strict instructions while
If
you
you
were at
recall-
my dig site.
He's a rat-like figure. His clothes are slightly too large for him.
Slimy.
His face is kind of pointy.
What do you need,
He's a
Nigel?
Fucking right.
Reggie, I was hoping to talk to you about a business proposition.
He's a rat.
Yeah, I heard you already co-opted my name for it.
Well, Reggie, you have to understand about these things. In order to get the paperwork flowing and things to get done in a timely manner, you have to get a head start. Now, can you tell me if our friend Ward is in the Dixon?
Oh, that's a note. It's
Not right now.
Who is an indentured.
So I grant he hasn't told
What
you.
makes him our
So
friend?
he's basically
Well,
a slave.
Reggie,
And I helped him out, and so he owes me a favor.
Ward and I were
So I wrote
discussing
that down.
a potential project last week. And now that it's got some legs, I wanted to propose maybe a cooperation.
I'm listening.
Is he forgetting that he told me not to tell Reggie?
He thinks he's telling Reggie now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I told
Nobody did tell Reggie.
No, I told Father while Reggie was at the table. They were, yes.
That's
I wasn't at the table. You told him that
Damn,
you
that
couldn't
hard.
tell him, and then he didn't tell me.
Cool.
No, you were at the
No, I was not there. It was specifically you being like, well, I can't tell Reggie. And I'm looking at Father, and
I
Father
thought-
going, yeah, I got it.
I was like
Father didn't
100%
Granted, he was
sure.
implying that he wanted you to eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was
But
trying
I thought I
to...
wasn't
also-
supposed to be there.
But also, I don't know why you just could have told him.
I think we say that we told Reggie, because
Okay.
I was entirely trying to be
That was-
just like, while at the same table doing one of these, I'm talking to Cole and not Reggie. She can't see that I'm winking. About them trying to build a key.
Yeah.
Or a power supply, as they refer to it.
They touch my door, I'll cut their hands off.
Based.
What was I talking about?
Being gay.
Right. Reggie,
Being
you...
gay, doing crimes.
Have I ever told you about my dream?
Uh-oh.
Who? Ash.
What's at
For
this
the people.
time?
I want to provide phial power to all of Rainbow Basin.
Intriguing.
Once we prototype that, power to perhaps the whole world. But there's a problem, Reggie. You understand how phials are great at generating power, but there's no way to store it. If we set up a grid, there's no way to account for fluctuation of demand. So I'm proposing a sort of power reservoir. The Colonel called it like a platoon of men, a battery of men, if you will, a battery, to store power for the long term.
People?
A metaphor, Reggie. This battery could become very important, a household appliance. They would be saying Reggie and Nigel's battery in the same breath that they talk about a chair or a door.
And who made the... I can't be here, but who made a chair and a door?
It could revolutionize all technology.
Fucking
And we've got some promising plans. I just wanted to know if you were interested, is all. It's not too late to pull your name out of the running. Do you dream big, Reggie?
I dream practically.
That's a good ass
This is a good ass
Holy
answer.
fuck.
Reggie, only small men dream practically.
Him, who's like a foot shorter than me.
Reggie, I fear that
I need you to
you're...
close your eyes for a second.
God damn it, all the fuck.
Oh, that one's interesting.
Is this one new?
Yeah.
I've never seen it glow like
Is this
that.
the Joker impreg?
No, it wasn't the good Joker one.
I've never seen
Um,
it glow like that before.
Me, if I was your
Trying to
doctor.
tell you,
You and Robert have different
Don't worry, all
lifestyles.
you're missing is crazy frog penis.
Reggie, I'm not trying to overstep.
I don't know how it started, but oh, good.
Reggie, I'm not trying to overstep, but I think that your family holds you back. You have a legacy already handed to you.
I
but
think you've
we-
already overstepped, Nigel.
No, Reggie, just hear me out.
I'm finished listening to you. I've got work to do.
I'm
Kevin.
disappointed in you.
With a hammer.
Yes, that's really going to hurt my ego, Nigel.
I've been given a grant by Innovation Electric, and I was hoping to share some of those bonds with you right now. You see, Reggie, I don't have a legacy. I'm not...
Yes, and you never will.
No, Reggie, that's where you're wrong. My name won't die in obscurity. I will become a household name. And if you want to be a part of that process, I'm extending you a hand now.
If you want to enter a household, if you want to be the name in a household all because you're a fucking quack, I don't want to join you.
You know, Reggie, I've had a feeling about you for a while that I'm beginning to suspect is being confirmed now. And I don't think you really believe in the technology that you're engineering in.
You don't think I believe in the file?
No, I don't think you do. I think you see it as a means to an end.
What do you mean by that?
I don't think that you care for the technology at all. I think you just are looking for somewhere to apply your work that you think will get you to the end of the day.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
I don't think that you're living to your full potential. To the phial's full potential.
And I guess your potential falls where mine grows.
What?
I'm sorry.
Get fucked.
I don't know what I
Your
just said. but-
potential halts because you need me.
Reggie, I don't need you. I was offering you a position out of respect as mutual partners.
We've never been on the same level.
Okay. Wow. First of all,
Ouch.
I thought we had a mutual respect. To find that you never respected me is very injuring. I've done nothing but sing your praises.
I highly doubt that.
Listen, you can believe whatever you want, but if you don't agree, then this opportunity walks. And Reggie,
Didn't have legs to begin with.
God. Fuck
You just shut him
damn.
down. Damn! You didn't even get a word in edgewise.
well,
Wrong.
I will continue speaking with Ward and the Colonel, and when progress knocks on your door, don't expect to be included.
And with almost like a
Well, with your technology, shouldn't it be ringing the doorbell?
What?
Sorry, I just...
What?
You're reaching out. You're reaching out. I'm sorry. That one was a reach.
What are you implying?
Sorry, I'm just trying to riff.
I thought we had something going, man.
Just go, Nigel.
I thought that we were partners, I thought we had respect, and I wanted to include you in progress. You're saying no, whatever. If you think that your legacy lies with your family, that's your belief.
Can we move this guy off the council?
And with like a sassy half turn, he like flips his apron, his work apron in your direction, and then turns around.
My big ball.
I don't think he was being that unreasonable, beyond his like corrupt morals.
I don't care.
Okay.
To explain what I was showing him earlier, I don't know when or why it started, but one day I just showed him crazy frog porn of just the crazy frog with his dick out.
What problem
And,
are you working on?
so I don't know why,
the
but
one
every,
that
every
Robert
session
Walsh
we have, I've always just shown him a nude
Okay.
image with crazy frog.
Dude, it's been like a year and a half or longer.
It's been so long. When I first moved here, I was planning on like faking a letter and like addressing it to you and just having a picture in there.
Jesus.
Jesus. That's what I was thinking too. You know what? I respect the dedication of the bit this much.
You working at financial headquarters?
Yeah,
Olaf would like to speak with you
That's too bad.
great.
privately.
He has an exclamation point above his head.
So, shut up. Oliver, please take a seat. Take a seat. Do you want something to drink?
I'm busy, Olaf. I'm quite literally lobbying
busy.
for my livelihood.
And I would like to help. I'm trying to find ways to convince Xavier and Adam to stay on with the expedition.
I'm their right to leave.
Oliver, they are most likely infested. I would like to have them join us of their own will. We don't want to have to resort to quarantine by force.
And another word, but let us settle this matter first.
What would you have me do? Xavier won't listen to me. Neither would Adam.
Oliver, I'm not on the ground like you are. It is not, in my position, I cannot mingle and learn things. Okay? You are closer to them than I am. Anything, information, if you could talk to them, I don't know. I'm at my wit's end, to be honest.
I'm sorry you don't have the same leverage on them that you have on me.
Oliver, I was trying to help you.
What else did you need?
I was told that you tried to release the professor.
Who told you that?
I'm not at liberty to discuss. They wish to remain anonymous.
Well, the number of people here are quite low. But, yes, the professor said he would get more work done better if he was not as chained. And he gave me a very convincing, well thought out argument as to why he did not need to be, and that he would not leave or abandon. I think I was well within my right, considering that as far as documentation is concerned, I lead the party that brought him back.
Oliver, I advise you to take a step back and examine your choices and...
No, Olaf, I advise you to take a step back. Look at the choices and decisions you have brought people. You have brought several people here to their deaths.
I know, Oliver. What do you think? I am working my ass off trying to keep things under control. Would you want this on your conscience? I don't. So if you could help you, that would be appreciated. But instead, you are running off and causing chaos without even thinking about it. What would the Colonel say if he knew that we were letting the Professor run wild? What would the Colonel say if he knew that we were losing men because we were incompetent and we let some of them die? I am trying to keep things under control for everyone's sake. Alright, so I am trying to respect you, and I would appreciate it if you would offer the same to me. I am a shield. You don't know what is going on. You don't need to know everything because I'm trying to protect you. Okay? And I understand that you feel like I am patronizing you or condescending you, but I'm trying to do this for your own benefit. And if you have an issue with that, fine. But then you're on your own. And certainly, do not be power tripping amongst your party. I threw out that documentation on purpose because I didn't think that having a single leader would be beneficial to your party dynamic, and I think that was the right decision. Okay?
I think that I'm at liberty to make decisions that are pertinent to me.
And I'm not going to stop you, but I want you to just think carefully about the consequences, because they don't only affect you. And you know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be lording this over your head. But that's just... I cannot just give you back your family's cut stock, okay?
Goodbye, Olaf. I have work I need to do.
Whatever. Okay. Father and Lord.
What am I doing?
You are practicing meditation.
Okay, I am meditating.
Perfect! You know who's going to visit you? It's the Colonel.
Alright, Cole, wake your ass up. The Colonel's on his way.
You are both... Hey. You and Ward are practicing meditation in the base chaplain, when the Colonel comes knocking on your door with a detail of about 5 men behind him. Oh! How y'all doing? I was just stopping by to check in. Ward. Sorry.
I just started learning how to fly. I was doing the cross-legged thing where you float. You ever seen people do that?
No.
I was so close. Damn it.
I just wanted to talk. Father, can we talk to Ward privately with 5 of my men in my detail?
We're in the chapel. We're in the chapel.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Alright. Listen, Ward. I just want to have a little discussion about your past little fuck-up. I'm here personally to detail that this kind of shit does not happen again, and I didn't want to embarrass you in front of your friend and colleague, Father Innocence, aka John Clementine, but he has forced my hand.
Your first name's John?
Motherfucker just name dropped me.
I wanted you to leave.
I never heard your first name before. I knew Clementine, but I refused to say it.
Anyway, I just wanted some sort of evidence that this kind of, I strongly suspect he sabotaged our mission, so I would advise you against working too closely with him. But you guys work great together, so just, I don't know, do like an arm's length kind of thing. Anyway.
It's crazy. I thought he sabotaged it with
No.
just poor safety.
That's not what
efforts.
the reports say.
So my
The
report
report's
says...
from fucking who?
I wrote them. Because I am 100% accurate.
We're
Found
both,
the truth.
we're both here because they took both of our reports, accusing the other one.
Anyway, I just wanted some evidence, or at least a word of honor, that this sort of shenaniganery was not going to happen again, especially because we are going to be in a sort of close proximity to each other again.
I'm doing my best to stay alive, keep others alive, and move forward.
Alright, well, if you could, give me physical evidence, I'm willing to pay you.
What physical evidence do you want?
That's your job. That's what I'm paying. You don't say, the men in this detail? That's what I'm paying him for. And, trained yes men, all the soldiers yes, of course, yes.
Name 2 of them.
Well, that's yes, so that's man.
Yes, and sir.
Well, that's alright. I always agree with you, sir. And that's, anything else, boss? Yeah.
So they say they're going to
What
like
else?
Pokemon?
What physical proof do you want?
Well, I would prefer, part of a Magniacrus, maybe, to prove your achievement over it.
We ran for our lives so we didn't die.
Yeah, but listen, looky here. Adam Zader said that you kind of, stood your ground against it, so...
Yeah, I can't say the same about you would, but...
Well, that's why I'm bringing you! And as part of this deal, I would like some evidence.
If you want the Magniacrus horn...
Oh, you have a Magniacrus horn?
It's
I didn't know
it's
that.
already with Matt.
No. That's not in inventory.
It's already with Matt.
Well, he lied. And I think HR is going to have a word with him about that.
You can ask any of my 3 colleagues. We dropped
Yeah,
off
but
the
you're all
equipment
in,
this
some
morning.
kind of cahoots together, aren't you?
Why would I lie
Yeah, we all
about
slept
capturing...
together.
Why would I lie about getting the horn?
Because you hate me.
It doesn't... Regardless if I hate you or not, turning in the horn
This
to
is what-
inventory...
Father,
I know what happened.
this is what Ward does. He holds little personal grudges and vendettas, and then he takes extreme action after letting them bottle up inside.
Man, that sounds like someone else I know.
Is
So,
that...
I can't confirm this, but there's a decent chance that Matt pocketed it to,
No!
try and impress a girl.
Are you really throwing Matt under the bus like this?
I gave him the horn!
You did?
Yeah.
I thought you did it.
No, remember I did.
Oh.
The only things I didn't give
Wait.
him were the
Well, then why... if
the
you sold him
static
horn,
the static globe
Alright,
and the
slow down.
Rathalos egg.
If you gave him the horn, why wouldn't he put that in the inventory?
Probably
This
to,
might actually be a problem with Matt.
probably to try and impress a girl.
Oh, jeez.
I like the
This
guy.
is why you guys need me here. There is so much corruption and thievery and, general shenaniganery. You need a strong, big man like me around to sort this out. Or here, he
I
slips
don't
you
know.
100 bonds. For you.
I don't know for sure.
It's a sign of goodwill. Here. Take it.
Speaking... I'm just gonna hold it. I don't like bring my arm back
Ward,
up.
come on. It's not candy. You can take it.
As said sign of goodwill.
Yeah.
Would you have your men step outside for a second? Just you and me. Father can listen, but just something.
Gotta crush off the pillow.
Well,
Just 30 seconds. Just some honesty. I'm
if I
trying.
have to roll initiative.
No, I'm trying to. I'm
All
trying to
right,
put my best foot forward.
You, and your name, leave briefly.
So 3 of them left.
Listen, there's 2 of you and there's only 1 of me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. A sign of trust.
Yeah.
So I'll keep 1 guy. So we'll be even.
Okay. Can you have him stand near the wall?
Why don't he just leave too?
Okay.
But like, stand outside the door and prepare to dramatically charge in if anything goes awry. Got it?
That would be cool. I'd make sure that we got like some music playing if that happened.
No, I don't know. That would
Just-
be very diegetic.
Just a sign of good faith.
Well, what do you want? What do you?
With some of the
Yeah.
recent situations,
Right.
I know we have more guards.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, I have my bow with me
Yep.
still.
I know.
I figured you would, but just again trying to put my best foot forward just to make sure.
Yeah.
You hear a word I say.
You got your bow on you, and you're trying to be a big man.
I'm trying to build trust with you.
Oh, we can have trust between a bigger and a relatively moderately sized man.
Just so that way you don't freak out on Matt for that end.
Well,
with the horn,
don't
you do
worry.
what you want.
Matt blamed that on Daisy, who will be disciplined.
Just a heads
Well,
up.
wait a minute. Couldn't the problems be with Matt entirely? Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Ward.
I'm just letting you know so you don't freak out. I'm not trying to steal it. Just make sure
Yeah.
that with everything else going on, you know where the equipment is.
How many more letters does it take to spell HR?
2.
Right, and how many? Two infringements? I think that's about right. Anyway, you were saying.
I'm just letting you know.
Right.
Just to help get more practice
And-
in before the next hunt.
You know, Ward, to be entirely honest, I'm not trying to betray trust to your teammates. I just want them to know about you and your history.
Does your team know about yours?
That wasn't in the reports.
I know it wasn't.
I'm
No,
glad that we understand each other. I like this. He looks at Father. This is fun.
Father's like fuming. I'm
This
just
is
picturing
fun.
you're meditating with your hands behind your back, and you can clearly see the sword is sticking out over his head.
Anyway, I'm glad that we reached some kind of hostile understanding.
It's a step.
This is what I look for in my men, because hostility drives ambition. You can't tell me that.
Isn't it the inverse? Wouldn't
No,
ambition drive
I don't-
hostility?
I don't think so. I don't think that's right. Anyway, I have to be busy somewhere else.
Perfect.
Good.
See, I didn't threaten you. No harm was befell.
Well, I thought that we could learn a little friendly threatening.
You're not fun to threaten. It's
What?
too easy.
Okay. I don't think that's right. Well, anyway, I have to be going. I have to go bother Olaf about selling you off.
I don't comment on it.
I like to think that Ward physically crushes the glass in his hand. But hey, keep this in mind. If you prove to be valuable, then I'll not sell you off, and you might make more money. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it?
Goodbye.
Anyway, yeah. Father, I think you have some counseling.
Man, I hate this motherfucker so much. If I remember right, when we were writing our backstory,
Did he shake him up?
Yo, beat his ass. Cole, I think you have some counseling.
I'm late for counseling.
Dude, he was meditating, okay?
Also, just to fill you in a little bit, in the backstory for my character, Gabe and I were trying to come up with someone that I could just hate wholeheartedly with a burning passion and have it be justified.
He's probably the most stupid person I've ever played blatantly.
The easiest character I've had to hate.
But that's the problem, because in every other aspect, he's an entirely competent and corrupt capitalist,
Yes.
which makes him dangerous.
He's so easy to hate.
Anyway, you have Shannon and Professor within your base camp.
Am I here for this
If
then?
you want to be, I suppose.
I would like to be.
Okay.
I'm in the back slowly, like I start hovering for a second and then fail and have to start over.
The Professor, surprisingly, seems to be engaging at a minimal level of effort, and you can only tell this because Shannon is contrasting by entirely not engaging at all.
Hey, the Professor, improvement. Shannon, we're just started.
Well, I think that we have reached an understanding about our view of nature, which is to say that I am of the opinion that one thing can eat the other, but you are drawing in my mind that there are nuances to this. That just because we are superior to animals does not always make it a right to infringe upon them. Because, for example, that animal might belong to somebody else.
After that, I'm gonna come and like actively sit in with the class.
I just don't understand why I'm even here.
Why do you think you're here?
Because I'm getting punished.
So why do you...
Clearly, I'm getting punished.
What do you think you're being punished for?
Treachery. Being reasonable.
Do you think what you did was the right thing?
I think what I did was the right thing for me.
Running away.
Yeah, because they were all gonna die. I don't want to do that.
And you came straight back here, correct?
Where else would I have gone, Father? This is a wilderness.
I'm just wanting to make sure I...
Look, I'm not proud of abandoning my party, but can you truly say in that situation that you wouldn't have abandoned them for your benefit? Well, I mean... Ex-soldier, sorry. But any reasonable person.
Any person who was not made for this. If... Adventuring is a hard line of work. It takes a very specific kind of person.
And I didn't sign up for it, by the way. I got strong-armed in. I was supposed to work at the Cushing investment office.
See, yeah, you weren't made.
So I'm justified.
Were you justified? No. Was it probably the correct decision for you? Yeah.
I like this gasoline.
See, you engage with it while he tells you what you want to hear, and then he tells you the truth later. It's like real counseling.
Anyway, so I was thinking about... Suddenly, the doors to the chapel slam open.
Oh, God damn
People are running inside, panting. Someone is holding... Is that Elizabeth, the livestock tender? In their arms. She's convulsing, spasming in their arms. Blood is trickling out of her mouth. I was told that the professor and the medic... And she just shoves this person, Liz.
I'm gonna walk up and grab her and like push away some like benches and make it.
Let me see. Eyes clouded. Professor, Father, could you open her throat for me? He pulls out like a depressor, basically. Throat is congested. I'm seeing buboes. Father, I think she's infested.
Is there anything we can do to lessen these symptoms as of right now? Anything to keep her alive?
The professor turns to speak to you, Father, but you're finding it difficult to listen.
Oh, God.
Because the trickle of the blood from her throat hitting the wooden floor of your chapel is all you can focus on right now. Plink, plink, plink. There's a rising sensation from your gut.
Take a bite.
You are unbearably thirsty. Your breath starts
Ward's here, right?
I am.
Your breath starts to come out heavy and ragged.
Do you have a flask on you, correct?
Yeah.
Anyone else might think that it was the stress of the situation, maybe a bit of your trauma from your military history, but Father, you are finding it really difficult. Shannon has a lot of blood. She seems young and healthy. Surely just a little bit wouldn't go missing.
Can I reach out and grab Father's flask and just take a huge gulp?
Grab Ward's flask.
Ward's flask.
I
yeah.
assume I would have run over with him.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh no. Oh, actually. That won't be too bad.
What type of armor are you in?
Medium.
No advantage.
Womp womp.
God damn it! It stopped on the fucking paper. That is an 8.
An 8. What's your passive perception?
19.
You see this happening, yes.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly, but Father is freaking out a little bit.
Okay. I
You see him clumsily reach for your flask.
I spin your grab your shoulders, spin you to me, hand you my flask, and say, "Stay with me, man."
Bottoms up, motherfucker.
You don't even need the flask. The mere act of Ward grabbing you physically shocks you back into the present. The professor looks up and he goes, "Good thinking, Faza. Sterilization." And he grabs the flask.
Oh no.
Make a medicine check.
A medicine check.
Can I assist?
Yeah, you have advantage.
I have. So do I have advantage on this?
Yeah. Ward is helping.
It's my flask. So
That is a 17.
Liz is having a seizure. Neither you or the professor knew that this was even a possible symptom. What this speaks to is bad. From your experience, Father, the only time that men ever got seizures in the battlefield was from head trauma. Elizabeth is untouched.
That's fucked.
You and the professor look at each other and you can tell you're thinking the same thing. Unfortunately, for a seizure, you can only let it run its course. You both shove the pews out of the way and let Elizabeth finish spasming out on the chapel floor. Then when she has finally calmed down...
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
While they're moving the benches, I'm going to crouch down and make sure she's on her side, so she's not choking on all of everything.
Recovery position, smart. Once the seizure has ran its course, then you both manage to tend to her wounds. You can merely mend a few scratches and bruises that she gave herself, but otherwise it's all internal.
That's not good.
The professor looks up at you and he goes, "Faza, what party was she in? Who else was she with at the time of infection? You know?"
This was the professor's party.
Elizabeth?
Oh, sorry, he would have known that. So then, in which case, he would look up at you and not verbally say, but he's like, "What about the other two?" Because he knows that they're not dead, right?
Yeah.
Xavier and Shannon?
No.
The prisoner.
The prisoner and Natalie.
And Natalie.
Yeah.
Because he was almost for them being just we don't want to go back. If I remember right, the professor was so fucking stay here. I think he was in agreement with them staying behind.
Well, I think this is very concerning. I think that maybe we will have to move her into my lab.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I have...
Father, let me speak honestly. I am not taking advantage of the situation. It's just when you have life subjects to study, you have to do it. You
No,
understand?
go
Yes?
ahead. And we'll end you if there's any chance of saving her, it needs to be in an area where it's sterile
And he looks at both of you and he says, I think this is probably something we don't want the rest of the base to see.
I'm going to throw my jacket over her basically, and walk her under one arm with the hood on. And to anybody that we see, she had a few too many drinks.
at noon.
The professor nods.
Oh, I also have the 2 eggs to give him when we get to his lab.
Well, the cards are?
I don't know where else.
Okay.
He's gonna take the eggs to his lab anyways.
Here,
it's
if
only
the
to
cards aren't here, right?
No.
I'm just giving to him now. Be like, if these are gonna help.
Well, I mean, the guards are gonna see the eggs regardless. The only reason we wanted to give the eggs to him directly is so they couldn't be tampered with on the way to him.
Do you hand him the eggs?
Just give them to him now.
Sure.
He takes the Rathian egg, but when you hand him the static egg, he looks at it, pauses for a very long time, and then hands it back.
We'll talk about that when we have time.
He says just a single sentence. If we are ever to have any amount of respect between us, you need leverage. And he gives you a knowing look when he says us.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Well, think about this. What does the Colonel really
that's
want
true.
right now?
That's true. Okay.
The professor wants to survive as much as you do.
Okay. All right. Let's go. We make our way.
You ferry Liz back to his lab.
And so all of our story is straight. She had a few too much to drink.
Yep.
And there's medicine at his lab. Call it like headache medicine or something.
Once there, he unfortunately lets you know that there is not very much more you can do for her. Maybe you could help Father, but you have other business to attend to.
Do we? Can we not stay and try to help?
Weren't you guys meditating?
We have
I think this might be more around.
We have 4 more days to meditate.
What are you guys busy clearing your mind, not thinking about things?
We can meditate in the shop if we have to, or in the lab.
You managed to help him. And thanks to all of your contributions, the professor warns that you probably don't need to submit a mysterious mushroom anymore.
Ooh.
He feels very confident about the effects of known medications now. But they still need more testing.
I'm glad that turning you worked, because my follow-up was to sock you in the mouth. You're gonna snap out of it one way or another.
You two can imitate each other.
Just to put an arrow in the back of it.
Just boom.
Father's just gonna walk up to you and like stick his hand out to like shake your hand. Thank you. And he's gonna end it at that and walk away. He has no intention to speak of what just happened as of right now.
Would I hold the handshake a little bit longer, just like making eye contact?
Oh, he would absolutely do the
Ward
like
knows exactly what
the
happened.
handshake into the like the grabbing of the shoulder and the like very genuine thank you.
Okay.
And then gone.
So, in that conversation, without words, we are on the exact same page.
Yep.
I know exactly what happened. You know what happened.
Yep.
I
How
don't
many do
need
you guys
more
want to play
detail.
tonight? Do you guys got space for a combat encounter?
No.
Damn it. We're never finishing this damn campaign.
What did I
Like-
tell you, man?
I guess it's partially up to Cole. I know he's trying to stay awake.
I'm fine now. As long as I stay engaged, I'm fine.
Be time for combat?
How
Shorter
long is
one.
combat?
Probably like an hour.
What do you think?
What time is it?
9:45. Do you work tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time?
8. I gotta be awake early though.
Up to y'all. I'm okay either way. I mean, I have a drive, but I'm good.
What do you think?
I don't want it to be up to me.
Oh no, I was asking if you feel how do you feel? And
I have
Don't be
music
tired,
speech
that's
meeting
enough.
tomorrow, and I gotta wake up early.
Okay. Well, probably not then.
Probably not. All right.
Damn. That's okay. We'll just do the lead up then. There's too much fucking shit to get through.
Yeah.
Who's writing this shit? Can we speed the pace up a little bit?
I don't know
Who
how.
thought this was going to be short?
I don't know how this campaign has like almost more of a hopeless tone than Wheel of Time, like in terms of like hopelessness.
That's because it's on a more understandable level instead of a grand
It's-
apocalypse about a time loop.
Well,
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's far more tangible than conceptual, like we will.
We're also just being threatened a lot more directly.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
we
we're,
were threatened a lot directly, but the consequences were less.
Well, you guys are not really
Because they
threatened
were
in any
great.
sense that you could just like not power through it in real time, basically.
Yeah.
Wheel of Time, the Minutemen was a very unstoppable force, meaning very movable objects.
Let us do the lead up to the combat before
Let's
we
do it.
before we discuss further.
I'll just put my dice away.
Father, my favorite premonitioner.
Aw.
My favorite cannibal.
I'm not a cannibal. Fuck off.
Yet.
Father, in your dream this night,
How's it unanimous?
you once again find yourself in the endless sea of stars. The night sky become liquid around you, but this time you can feel cold, clammy hands grasping at your legs underneath the still surface. Once again, an intimidating figure off in the distance extends a hand, and you find yourself spirited away to that ancient lake shore where you first dipped your head below the water. More heavily than usual, you stride towards the shoreline, where you find the door. Ward stands beside you. But this time, he's not looking at you. He's looking at something distant over your shoulder. Do you turn and look?
Yeah.
You find it difficult to tear your eyes away from that sacred,
This feels sacrilegious.
shimmering door whose unknown depths may yet never be plumbed. But you manage to tear your eyes away and look opposite the shoreline where you see it watching you. The Nargacuga.
Oh, god damn it.
Almost subconsciously, you almost hear the words being chanted into your ear. Nargacuga, Nargacuga, Nargacuga. And then with a jolt, you awake. Those shouts are real.
Oh shit.
Rainbow Basin is under siege. Okay, we'll continue next time.
Under siege? It's one monster. Come on, guys.
Bro, have you seen the monsters in this game? They go kind of different, though.
We built kind of different though.
They kind of kill
Damn
us.
it, I wanted to get that combat in. I should have put that before all the roleplay. Whatever.
I'm surprised you didn't
That's
put it
really
in the
good,
overnight. The first overnight.
I
And then
needed-
the Colonel in the morning.
I don't know. I was having fun.
That's all this is about.
I would have more fun if we could stay on schedule.
Like, oh yeah, we're playing our one shot again. Oh, how many sessions have you done that for?
12?
12?
This is the 10th session.
12?
12 will be the final, don't worry. We've only got 2 more, guys!
It's probably gonna
Trust.
be more like 15,
Trust.
to be honest.
We have,
God damn it.
we have 2 more.
What's
Months.
15 times 4?
I promise.
Oh, I
this
was about to
60.
say we gotta have the winter holiday.
I promise.
8-hour session, but then I remember we all have jobs. Not students.
I promise that this will be the longest one. The others, I will try my best to keep.
I will not maintain that promise.
I gave you a limit.
That's like 60 hours
So?
of gameplay. No, I'm like, that's just kind of crazy.
So long as we're having fun, I don't really care.
That'll be
I'll
a
have
$60
fun.
charge.
Yeah, that's like
I
straight up
like bullying
a
Nigel.
AAA story game.
Bro, this is free?
Dude, I don't.
Okay, but we're
I
not
don't
even
know
getting
wanna
into play
know
testing.
how long Wheel of Time was in hours.
Oh, fuck.
I want to get more play testing though.
Because it was probably an average of once every other week for what, 2 years?
I don't know, man. It's.
How many sessions were there?
I don't know, man. It's uncountable.
I think it was like a final top count like 70 something.
Probably.
70
Holy
episodes?
fuck. And I mean, we averaged probably
3.
4 to 5.
It was 3.
We averaged 3.
Did we?
Or it's more like 3.5. 3 was like a minimum. 4 was like our
Okay,
somewhat
but still,
maximum.
3 times 70?
280 hours. Those are.
Rookie numbers,
numbers.
dude. That's pretty good.
I wanted to
though.
get more. Whatever. You guys should only. You guys should cut up all your obligations tomorrow so we can play some more.
I have.
The Millard North
Work.
coach would have my head.
Yeah. That was not meant in serious.
My better half would have my head.
Which one?
Gabe.
Not the one I want to remove. Or, not. It would be the one I'm willing to lose.
Which
but
one is that?
still.
What's that mean?
The
Don't worry
one
about it.
gives me
Basically, he wants one head
or
removed.
continued life purpose. The other one's right here. So,
Hell. Well, next time we finally get some more combat. Yeah.
that was some good roleplay though.
Yeah, well,
A lot happened.
That's the problem.
I'm gonna kill this colonel when we're
Gabe
out in
is
the
too
field.
good.
Is he too silly?
no.
Silly? No. Hateable? Yes.
No, he seems very real, actually.
Really?
He reminds me of Doug Dimmadome.
I've had to deal with a lot of corporate bullshit in the last week, so it hit very hard for me.
Channel as much corporate frustration as I could.
I might have been a little more drastic than Oliver would
I gotta
have been.
figure out what I will etch into.
I've had a lot of threats.
the arrows.
I'm surprised that you're being so mean to Olaf, who I don't think is being unreasonable. Granted, Olaf's being kind of a dick, but he's not being unreasonable, I feel.
It might be a little bit of Robert leaking in here from corporate hate right now.
Don't get me wrong, Olaf's like not a good guy, but he's definitely on your side right now. So.
I don't like that I've been coming around to the professor. Like I don't like the professor, but I get it.
Here's a sad truth. Sometimes terrible people are just terrible because they don't have any good examples.
I am that good example.
You literally just are like.
No one's willing.
I know
to
you
give
did
them a
bad,
chance,
but like
you know?
it was a bad situation. Therapy with father.
So for someone like the professor who would never actually be in a situation requiring like that close of a working relationship with anybody, if he was not literally endangered for the sake of his life, he would never have discovered that.
He's turning around.
We're gonna head out.
Okay.
Adios.
Bye. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Bye.
I hope you had fun watching.
Are you in the garage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Act like crazy people.
Bye.
Well, I'll wait for them to all leave because I'm not have to be like also
Bye,
going.
forever.